Okie dokie, we're here. We put chat here. Ooh. Why does my mouse go like crazy in this game? Every goddamn time. Like, what? I didn't do anything to settings. Okay, I'm going to talk to Wise. Need to do a story. Hello, brother. I don't remember what are we doing. Oh yeah, it's night in the game. Huh?
Lord Phaethon, this time let me.
Vivian? Vivian?
I was you on the floor.
I didn't disturb your sleep, did I?
What? Why is the AI spying on us?
When I got here, the other Lord Phaethon said you were resting on the couch and just let me in. I meant to keep you company while you slept, but then I dozed off myself. Ugh. I was going to sit here looking super cute, hands cupping my face. You know, like the _1 sleepy face I want to wake up to pose. I can't believe I ended up falling asleep myself.
What the hell? What? Shit.
What sleepy face? What pose? That was a lot of words in one breath. Are you sure you got enough sleep, Vivian?
I think she
No,
did.
Lord Phaethon. I was just worried that I had disturbed your rest. Just being able to see you sleeping peacefully is already the highlight of my day. No, my entire month. Though it is a bit late, but...
She's a
Good
huge
morning,
fangirl.
Lord Phaethon.
That was so formal. Feels like you're about to drop some big news after a greeting like that.
Mockingbird's death has stirred up quite the storm. I took some time to gather intel. It seems someone deliberately leaked the story that Hugo is an illegitimate child of the Ravenlock family, but I haven't found the source yet.
Crime.
Could it be Hugo's uncle, Hartman? Maybe he's trying to turn people against Hugo and Mockingbird by playing the illegitimate child card.
I suspected that too. He could be using Hugo's background to make people believe Mockingbird is just another Top's pawn. To the upper class, Mockingbird may be insignificant, but it has a loyal following among regular folks. But after some digging, I was surprised to find that the public isn't turning on Hugo. They're actually starting to see him in a better light. Some people feel bad for him.
Weird.
Some relate to his struggles. And Hartman's the one getting all the heat. Public outcry against Hartman is growing, with many believing he murdered Hugo for his own selfish gain. Tops is hosting an industry summit this week, a responsibility usually handled by the Ravenlocks. But my sources tell me another family has taken over this year at the last minute. If I'm not mistaken, Tops is intentionally keeping its distance from the Ravenlock family due to the current public sentiment.
Yeah, we don't exactly want to be here.
Sounds like Hartman's in a pretty bad spot right now. But we know he's not the type to go down easily.
And that's what worries me. Hartman, in all likelihood, must have taken the sacrifice core. And now that he has this bargaining chip, who knows what kind of deal he'll strike with the Exaltists.
Sorry for interrupting, Vivian, but I need a quick word with Belle.
Oh, no problem at all. I'm sure you have important Phaethon matters to discuss. Take your time. I'll just be waiting
Phaethon matters.
outside.
Uh, we can't make our guest wait outside. Belle and I will step out instead.
Oh, don't mind me, Lord Vathan. I wanted to browse the videotapes anyway. I'll be right here. Just let me know when you're done.
Belle, Lycon's outside the video store. He knows Vivian is with us, so he's hesitant about coming in. He's stressing over what he did to Hugo in front of Vivian, but he really needs to talk to us. Maybe you should go speak with him first.
Sorry, I had triple sneeze.
I'll go talk to Lycon. Honestly, neither he nor Vivian is at fault. As proxies, it's our job to be the bridge between them.
I mean, I know Hugo's not dead.
Good morning, Master Proxy.
Good morning.
Good morning, Lycon. Wise mentioned you wanted to talk to us and Vivian about something?
Yes, it's an urgent request from the mayor, one that directly affects New Eridu's safety. However, before we get into the details, as a former member of Mockingbird, I'm concerned about Miss Vivian. Hugo made many mistakes and betrayed the principles of Mockingbird, but I'm certain he didn't intend to put Miss Vivian or you in danger. I don't know Miss Vivian very well, and I was the one who took her companion's life. I might not be the right person to comfort her, but I hope she doesn't regret the choices she made or lose faith in the path she chose.
Vivian's doing just fine. She's actually been
She's just
gathering
weird.
intel and has a clear understanding of where things are headed. She might be tougher than you think. If you're really concerned, why not just talk to her directly? If you'd like to apologize, it should be face to face, right?
No.
That's reassuring to hear. I trust your judgment. You've always had a sharp eye for people. Would you mind coming in with me? I'd like to apologize to Miss Vivian in person.
No problem. But I'll be staying neutral. Everyone has their own stance on this, and I get where both of you are coming from. As a proxy, I'm just here to make sure you have an open conversation. I'm not taking sides.
I respect that. Thank you.
I'm taking every side. All of them are mine.
Miss Vivian, I'm very sorry about Hugo.
You don't have to explain anything. I'm also part of Mockingbird. Mockingbird stands on more than just gain, so it won't fall when fortunes shift. Hugo had his fixations and ambitions. I also have things I must see through. I'm determined to get to the bottom of the Exaltists and the sacrifices.
Miss Vivian, as a former member of Mockingbird, you have my deepest respect. You have my word, whatever comes next. I would never harm you or Master Proxy. As for Hugo, please, accept my condolences.
Condolences? That's not necessary. Mockingbird has plenty of tricks up its sleeves.
I have
This
not
isn't the
built
kind
her
of
up.
act that ends so easily. Wouldn't you agree?
You're right.
Huh? That's it? You two just figured it out? Oh, that was fast.
Master Proxy, I believe we all share the same goal. Uncover the truth of the Exaltists and the sacrifices. The mayor has tasked me with inviting you to take on this mission, and
Yes,
hopes we
I
can
need
work
to.
together moving forward.
If the mayor wants to work with
I need to
us,
see the boss.
I trust he will demonstrate his sincerity and kind. Mockingbird will not serve as a pawn for the powerful. That will never change.
Of course. While the mayor cannot handle this personally, he will make sure we have all the intel and support we need. Miss Vivian, I know you have your own intelligence network, but for some high-profile shady dealings, perhaps the mayor can provide you a different perspective. Please, take your time to discuss. If you're open to collaborating, I'll set up a call with the mayor so he can speak with you both directly.
I need to discuss this with Wise and Vivian.
Yes,
with
we're
so
gonna
many
talk
people
to the
involved in
mayors.
this, we need to be very careful.
Of course, I completely understand. When you've made up your minds, you can find me at the Ballet Twins.
Yes. Gonna investigate. Talking to the mayors. What is the current banner? It's the dude, which I don't actually want. I have way too many of these, and nothing to get. I just have like so many of these. I mean, technically I could 100% this, but then I won't have enough for the next one. But like, yeah. How many points do I have? I can buy 13 more. Jeez.
I'll connect the call to the mayor now.
My dear friends, I'm glad you're willing to keep working with me. I'm truly sorry about what happened to Mr. Hugo Vlad. I didn't anticipate things would turn out this way. As mayor, I can't fully condone Mockingbird's actions, but personally, I had a lot of respect for Mr. Hugo Vlad. I looked further into Bringer's map. The sacrifices were created by an exaltist named Landon, who was active in Janus Quarter. Mr. Landon passed away in an accident a few years ago. Before he died, he was researching sacrifices and was said to have created a batch of serum that could turn living people into sacrifices. The problem was, the serum wasn't stable, and after his death, the recipe was lost. No one knows what happened to the exaltist in Janus Quarter back then. But it's clear that after the leader died, there haven't been major exaltist activities in the area. Bringer's map marks the locations where the exaltists' most successful attempts at creating sacrifices were.
Since this person has already passed away and the exaltists haven't been active around here for a while, then could it be that this is just Hartman acting on his own?
Unfortunately, that's not the case. My sources confirmed that Hartman had been secretly in contact with someone, and they only meet inside the Hollow.
Is it possible it's someone from TOPS?
TOPS is a huge alliance of corporations. They wouldn't bother getting their hands dirty. Instead, they just sit back and reap the rewards. Everything Hartman is doing is to secure his place in TOPS and strengthen his power within the Ravenlock family. If my guess is correct, Hartman has gotten in touch with the remaining members of the Exaltists that used to follow Landon, helping them create new sacrifices.
But what's in it for TOPS? There's no way the Exaltists would just hand over their secrets about sacrifices to Hartman, right?
A sacrifice outbreak would throw the city into chaos. And that's when TOPS steps in, taking control of the situation on their terms. The public will see the mayor as incompetent, while TOPS comes off as the real protectors of the city. And when that happens, public trust will shift towards TOPS. And Mr. Mayor, you might find yourself in an unfavorable situation.
Still sharp as ever, Miss Vivian.
Yes.
So, what exactly do we stand to gain from partnering with you? Please don't tell me you're doing this out of some noble concern for your citizens. I'm not some hero of justice, and I don't believe in lofty ideals or empty promises.
We have a common enemy. While our ideologies may differ, we can work together on this. And as proof of good faith, I may not know exactly where Hartman is, but I can fan the flames over Mockingbird's death and escalate conflicts within the Ravenlock family.
So it was you behind the rumors. No wonder I couldn't trace the source of the public outcry.
I'm not the one who started the rumors. I just helped them spread faster after they leaked. And I pulled a few strings to make sure the story painted
Of course,
Mr. Hugo
Mayor.
Vlad as a heroic figure who was unfairly persecuted. As I said before, I had a lot of respect for him, and I'd be happy to clear his name. Now let me lay out my terms for collaboration. After
He's
looking
not
into
dead.
it, I found that the dormant sacrifice you discovered wasn't the only one. There are more places where sacrifices might be lying dormant. Too many eyes are on me right now, so I can't send my own men to deal with it. I'd like to ask you to retrieve the sacrifices from those locations. I'll make sure to dispose of them once you do, so no one will be able to use them again. On top of that, I've asked a friend to help monitor your physical condition, and maybe even uncover more of your potential. Her research overlaps with your teacher's work. You don't need to worry about her capabilities. She's a Void Hunter rank special investigator.
Really?
Oh, is it
A
that
Void Hunter ranked special investigator is going to be assisting us? And she's
Very-
involved in our teacher's research?
That's right. She's heading to Janus Quarter for some business. I wanted to set up a formal meeting, but she declined. She prefers to assess things on her own and will reach out when the time is right. She'll let you know the details then. So it looks
Sure.
like you both are on board with this commission and ready to help recover the sacrifices?
We don't want new
Sure.
Eridu falling into chaos either. We'll do what we can.
I know you won't let me down. Given our positions, we might not be friends, but we're definitely not enemies. I'll leave the rest to you then. I've got to go. Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye. I mean, if you pay, we do things. Not crimes, but we do things. Let's go. Oh.
I would never turn down Lord Phaethon.
Oh, I can check things. I have it. God damn it, I cannot check
Good day,
things.
Lord Phaethon.
What would I even use with her? I mean...
Wanna be my research subject?
I mean, Jane Doe works good with her. I got no recollection of how to play her. Oh, thanks, tutorial.
Lord Phaethon, thank you for trusting Mockingbird and me.
Wait.
Don't touch me. Has someone
not
already taken the
sacrifice.
dormant sacrifice from here? Or did the Exaltus decide to relocate it? No. If these dormant sacrifices aren't handled carefully, they could awaken and turn against anyone nearby. She wouldn't risk moving them unless it was absolutely necessary. Did she realize the mayor was looking into this?
Oh, hi.
Did Hartman just make up this intel to get a shot working with us at Tops? I've been walking around forever and haven't found a thing.
The Ravenlocks have always been a shady bunch. No surprise they've gone downhill over the years.
I heard they were pretty loaded back in the day. What kind of business did they run?
No clue. On the surface, their businesses seemed legit, but who knows what was happening behind the curtain.
Probably something with the sacrifices. I mean, how else would he know about the dormant ones left around here for years? And he was so sure that even if those original sacrifices didn't work out, he had a backup plan.
Backup plan? What could that be?
Well, that's beyond me. I just happened
Oh
to
boy,
overhear
new
something
boss.
while I was next to Mr. Edmund one day. What's Topps planning to do with all these sacrifices, huh? For research? Do you think we'll ever have a normal life in the Hollows?
Don't ask questions you shouldn't be asking.
All right. There's nothing here anyway. Let's leave the Hollow and report back on what we found. And we'll make it just in time to clock out for the fieldwork shift.
Let's get out of here first.
Yeah, imagine clocking out.
Hartman, that fool. He'll do anything to get into Topps, even if it means playing with fire. She's an
Yes.
exaltist. Human lives have never mattered to her. The more people get dragged in, the greater the danger.
Vivian,
Yeah, I don't know who
I've
is
been
the
dying
she.
to know. Who is this she you keep mentioning?
That's the first time you mentioned her.
I apologize for losing my composure. Please don't mind me.
What the hell
The
is the
she
she?
I'm referring to is with the exaltists. Someone I have a history with. That's why the moment I heard about the sacrifices, I felt compelled to uncover the truth. I never meant to hide anything from you. It's just that, for me, the exaltists bring back painful memories. And I'm not ready to face them yet. So, Lord Phaethon, please give me a little more time. Once I've gathered my thoughts, I promise I'll tell you everything.
Sure.
Sure, I won't pry anymore. Everyone's got a past, and you don't have to dig up old wounds if you don't want to. I can see the Vivian I know now is super brave and kind. I believe you've really put in the work.
Lord Phaethon, if we weren't in such a hurry, I'd spend 3 whole hours singing your praises. I'll make note of this and make sure to get it done before bedtime. First things first,
God damn.
let's track down those dormant sacrifices. The exaltists have probably realized someone's after them by now. I wish we knew what Hartman's backup plan is. I just can't shake the feeling that
I missed the box!
something bad is about to happen.
Spider-Man!
Hugo may have done terrible things, but he had his reasons. Mockingbird might be seen as the bad guys by a lot of people, but
Just in case I'm going back.
ironically, joining Mockingbird is
Wait.
what put me on the right path.
Oh, we came from the top and now I cannot go
For the
back.
first time, I'm needed for more than just my curse.
It's above me. The bamboo's scared. Leave him alone.
Better not get my trust. Nothing here either.
Oh damn, that's some nice damage.
Are we There's someone.
Hello. What is she?
I knew it was you, Vivian.
Camille,
Mother.
what are you doing here, sis? Are you destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Vivian, don't call me sis. I'm not your sister.
Are you trying to stop the exaltists?
I never left the Exaltists.
You know what Landon did back then.
Lord Landon did it for the Creator. His methods may have been extreme, but they were necessary. Back then, you walked away. You should do the same now. We didn't meet today. Take your friends and leave.
What's wrong? Are you being forced into this? I can help you.
Help me? Like how you helped her? Vivian, you're crying. You see me, don't you?
No,
You haven't changed a bit, Vivian. No need to hide your tears. I know exactly what's ahead for me. You've made your choice, and I've made mine.
Now is she
One
gonna
last
become one of
piece
the
of
sacrifices?
Stay out of this. She loathes you. I won't tell her we met today.
I don't know
Show
what
yourself
loves
around
mean.
us again.
Camille! Lord Nathan, watch out! I'll tell you what that was about later. Careful! Let's take care of the ethereals first.
I'll make it painless.
Grenade!
You two took longer than I expected. Did something happen?
Yeah, we met
searched
some
the coordinates
Camille.
the mayor provided. Most of them were already empty. No dormant sacrifices. Camille, the Exaltists have been actively destroying the dormant sacrifices.
The Exaltists? There's no reason for them to go after the sacrifices, right?
I mean, they want them.
Vivian is telling the truth. I saw it too.
And one of them is someone I once knew. I thought she would leave the Exaltists after Landon's death, but she stayed.
Do you have a history with the Exaltists, Vivian?
When I was a child, I stayed with the Exaltists for a while. Back then, Landon was one of the most respected figures among the Exaltists in this region. A lot happened, and after Landon died, I left. I can't turn a blind eye to the sacrifices. I know all too well how many lives have been lost bringing them into existence. Ever since I learned a sacrifice had appeared in Janus Quarter, I haven't been able to stop worrying. I won't let history repeat itself. That's why I asked Hugo to investigate, starting with the Sacrifice Corps.
Vivian.
Please stop. I'm not looking for comfort. I'm just recounting the story for you
Adib.
to understand the situation. We've got bigger things to focus on. But
Yes, we
when I
got
do
bigger
need
things to
comforting,
fry.
I'll come straight to you. I hope you'll make time for me, Lord Vathan. Just so you know, I'm not the easiest to console.
No worries. I'll totally
Okay.
have your back until you're feeling better.
Okay. Back to that conversation between those two TOPS employees back in the Hollow is still bothering me. They said Hartman had a backup plan, and that got me thinking about some news that was quietly swept under the rug. Lately, there have been mining accidents in Ravenlock-controlled areas. Many workers have died. The families were paid off with huge settlements, way more than usual. No protests, no controversy, and the issue was buried. But considering the Ravenlock's financial position, why would they be so generous with payouts?
Did they die? Or did they just disappear?
That sounds sketchy. Are you saying they made up the accidents and the workers' deaths?
Precisely. I don't think those workers died in mining accidents. I'm planning to reach out to some old friends, see if they've heard anything about this. Do you have time, Lord Vathan?
Yes,
My
we're making
contacts are just
more
near 6th
sacrifices.
Street. Care to join me?
I'm in. Let's go together.
Yes, let's go. Yeah, that was one long loaded screen.
An old friend of mine said she has some new intel. She's like a mentor to me.
Hi, Rain.
I learned a lot about data scraping on the internet thanks to her.
Hello, Rain. We know you.
Rain! Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Rain? You two knew each other?
Yeah, Faithin. Long time no see.
Rain! You actually know that Lord Faithin is Lord Faithin? No, I mean, you actually know Belle is Lord Faithin.
I didn't know right away. One time, I needed a favor from Nicole. I only found out after meeting them. I mean, who would expect a legendary proxy to be running a video store for a living? Oh, by the way, your idol...
Rain, let's not bring up old stuff. Lord Faithin wouldn't be interested in that.
Yeah, we know.
Why are you all tense? Right! Lord Faithin lives on 6th Street too, and might know your idol. Remember when you traced that post on Internet to 6th Street and actually went to check it out? And you came back all bummed, spouting nonsense. Like there was only a black cat at the location, and maybe your idol is actually a talking cat. Or something like that.
I have befriended that black
I know
cat.
that black
have,
cat. I'm always sneaking at snacks.
Lord Faithin, please, let's drop this topic.
Come on, Vivian.
Yes.
It's been
He lives with
years
me
and
now.
you still won't say who your idol is. If you'd just let me, I'd have tracked them down ages ago. I get it. You want to find the person who's important to you on your own. But you've tried so hard already. It's okay to lean on me a little, you know. I'm sure
Where
your
else
idol
would it
won't
be?
hold it against you.
Not us.
I shouldn't have come to see you.
Huh? What's wrong?
Hey, Rain. Vivian said you might have some new intel. So let's get to the important stuff first.
All
Yes,
right,
we need important
let's
stuff.
get down to business. Here's something I'm pretty sure about. The Ravenlock family's claim that those missing workers died in an accident? Don't buy it. The last signal from
We
those
already were
workers
not.
was near the hollow. Then communication went dark. I think they were taken into the hollow. And yesterday, I picked up that the Ravenlock family secretly hired some people to search the hollow's perimeter. I caught a weird distress signal from someone and managed to track down the source. When I tried to reach out, the signal cut out completely. The last trace of the signal was near Lumina Square. Finding someone in real life isn't really my thing, so that's where you come in.
We're gonna find people.
Okay, we'll check things out. You just said this is something you're sure of. Do you have...
I dug up some info online, and one thing stood out. A few days ago, there were some creepy sounds coming from an abandoned warehouse by the port. The place
That's
was
close to
locked
Lumina
up, so
Square?
no one could see what was happening inside. Not sure if it's related to your search. If you don't find anything useful around here, it might be worth checking out. Well, that's all I have for you.
Thank you, Rain.
Don't get all emotional on me now. I'm just helping out a friend.
I mean, there is definitely
This one's
not a
on
new
the
location.
house. Consider it payback for the favor you did me last time. But if you still want to find your idol, hit me up. I've been curious.
All right, don't worry about it. I'll manage it myself. Stop being so nosy, Rain.
Nosy? Nah, just professionally curious. What kind of person is worth
Yes,
all this
professionally
searching,
curious.
huh? But honestly, whoever they are in real life, they've become a part of you. You've come a long way in this search, Vivian. I much prefer the person you are now. So if you find this person, don't chicken out. Go meet them. People will appreciate you for who you are.
Rain.
I might not care about the real world or what it'll be like, but I hope everyone I know can live a good life.
I'm counting on you to save the world, guys. All right, I have other business to take care of, so I'll leave the rest to you.
Sure, let's go.
Lord Phaethon, please pay no mind to what Rain said.
Where are we going? What do we investigate?
That big guy's up ahead. Let's hurry.
You're not big guy, you're a very small guy. Dun. Yes, we're funny.
One Denny Boo is just too cute, right?
Yes.
I didn't know you helped it too. I
Where
knew
is
Lord
it?
Phaethon was the best in the whole world.
Hey, where is the dude?
Don't take me back, please. I was wrong. I know I messed up. I don't want your money anymore. Please, no.
Calm down.
Who are you? I won't say anything. Just let me go. I don't know anything. I swear, I know nothing.
We're not PubSec, the HIA, or the Ravenlock family. We won't force you into anything. There's no need to be afraid.
Yeah, we just
What do you want from me then?
We simply want to know where the Ravenlock family took you and what they made you do.
I can't say. I can't tell you. I have a family. They'll hurt them. You never saw me. Please, just stop asking.
Don't you wish to see your family?
I don't deserve to see them. It's my fault. I was greedy. I did this to myself.
But
What
your
did you
family
do?
must miss you dearly. I'm sure they won't blame you.
No, it's my fault. It's all on me. I don't want to drag them into this.
If the whole ship is sinking, no one on board can escape.
I'm just a nobody. And right now, there's nothing I can do to change anything.
If you care about your family and friends, now is your chance to stop the disaster before it's too late. Even a butterfly flapping its wings can send a tsunami surging across the ocean. No
Yes,
one
that's called
knows how this
butterfly
will
effect.
turn out. But if you do nothing now, the only thing waiting for you at the end will be regret. We're not here to turn you in, and we won't force you to confront them. You'll be safe with us. I'll help you return to your family. But you must tell us precisely what happened.
Hartman offered a huge amount of money, looking for workers to go into the hollow to guard something. The money was way too good. We all kind of figured something wasn't right. I thought it was just smuggling or guarding some kind of illegal ether resources, so I signed up. After we sent in our applications, Hartman's men took us into the hollow. The first
Yeah, I
place we
wanted to
went,
experiment
there
you.
was a strange box. When we got there, they handed us some pills saying they'd improve our aptitude for ether, for us to last longer in the hollow. But after I took them, everything went fuzzy. Something was definitely off about those pills. When I woke up, I saw my coworkers dead in front of me. And there was blood all over my hands. They said something about me
damn.
being a good experiment, moved me somewhere else, and locked me up. They wanted to inject me with something. I got scared and didn't know what was gonna happen. But then a blonde guy found me, gave me a carrot, and let me go. So I escaped. I didn't want to kill anyone.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
alive.
know.
It wasn't your fault that your coworkers died. You were just a tool in their hands. Do you remember the place they first took you? Do you know what was in that box?
I only remember the first place was like a rooftop. I think it was on top of a tall building. What exactly was in that box? I can't remember. I'm not lying. Those pills they gave us, they make you hallucinate. I took just one and my mind felt like it wasn't my own. My memories turned into a
I think
blur.
it might
I'm
temporarily
telling the
turn you
truth.
into
I'm not trying to run from my mistakes. I just really can't remember what happened.
I know you're not lying. We'll arrange for your protection. You can rest easy and recover, and your family won't be dragged into this. Once this is all over, you will be able to reunite with them.
We're going on the roofs.
I've been meaning to say this for a while, Vivian. You're just so calm and decisive when things get tough. Totally different from the impression you gave me at first.
Actually, I wasn't always like this.
Yeah, she's just
I used to run away when things got tough.
got
There was
over
even
it.
a point where I just wanted to disappear. As if my very existence was the source of suffering. I wondered,
Look at those ears.
perhaps leaving it all
Boing, boing.
behind could put an end to the pain.
Hmm.
Whoa. It's hard to imagine you like that. I mean, you had this super intimidating vibe when we first met.
Well, I was on a mission at the auction when we first met. And just as Rain said, I've come a long way from who I used to be.
Speaking of Rain, it's still wild to me. I never thought you and I would have mutual friends.
Everyone knows each
And
other.
you even know one Denny Boo. Can you believe we might have passed each other so many times without even realizing it?
Enough about me. Tell me more about you, Lord Phaethon. Where have you been? And what have you experienced?
Looking back, I feel like I've been through a lot lately. My brother and I even lost our Phaethon account. Oh, everything started when the Cunning Hares took something from the Red Fang gang.
Yeah. Mhm.
I remember it should be around here. That store's been sitting in my favorites for ages.
Lord Phaethon!
What's up?
I've seen that black cat on 6th Street. That harmonica in the outer ring you mentioned. I've heard it before, too. I've even been to the monument outside Hollow Zero. But none of that was a coincidence. It was me.
Oh, girl tracking me the whole time.
Following you. And now I've finally made it to your side.
Come on, kiss.
Ever since I was little, I had been seen as the bringer of bad fortune. I had traveled to many places and witnessed far too much misfortune. Every tear I shed brought disaster. I've heard too many curses to count. I loathed my tears as much as I despised my own existence. Wherever I stayed, tragedy followed. I had roamed too many places, and each time, it ended the same way. I didn't know where I could go
Damn
anymore.
bad luck.
One night, I stumbled upon a post discussing me. Whether they knew me or not, everyone seemed convinced that I was the source of the curse. Some mocked me with cruel intent. Some wished I would vanish, and others speculated maliciously. It really seemed that my very existence was a disaster. In that
No, it
moment,
wasn't.
as darkness enveloped the city, I saw lights flickering to life all around New Eridu. So many lights, and not knowing
Yeah, when
where
the
to
darkness
go,
comes, there is always
I
light.
thought, if only I could disappear into those lights. I made up my mind, and right then, my phone rang. I decided to take one last look. I wanted to know who left me my final message from this world. It was you, Lord Vathan.
Wait, really? Me?
Yes. And I checked with the other Lord Vathan. You were the one using the account at that time. But I know you probably don't remember it. After all, it was just an ordinary day, with an ordinary post and meaningless comments on mine. But for me, it was the night I finally realized where I could go. I wanted to walk the paths you had walked, see the sights you had seen. And then, one day, share it all with you, face to face.
What did I even say in that comment? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Well, you'll have to figure it out for yourself. I'm not telling you.
Damn, mischievous.
Huh? No!
So, Lord Vathan, thank you. Not only for that comment you made that day, which was a silver lining for me, but also for giving me the courage to become who I am today. The Vivian standing right in front of you now. Lord Vathan, I truly like who I've become.
Nice, she made something
Lycon just sent a message. There's an update.
a video store. Okay, we're going back.
Belle, you're back. Lycon
okay.
told me he wanted to meet up with us online to discuss things when you returned. I'll call him now.
Yes,
Master
FaceTime.
Proxy, Miss Vivian. The gentleman Rena brought back has stabilized and calmed down now. Based on his account, we've identified where Hartman is hiding the core. He also mentioned that Hartman plans to trade the core with a group of people. We suspect that this group consists of members from the Exaltists.
I
Yes,
knew
probably.
it. Now that we have the location, it would be splendid if we could seize the sacrifice core before they do.
Precisely. We hope you can head to the location as soon as possible to secure the sacrifice core.
The blonde dude will be there.
We've got this.
I have other matters to attend to, so I'll leave the retrieval of the sacrifice core in your capable hands. The mayor's friend that he mentioned before will also be assisting you this time. The target coordinates have been shared with her, and she'll meet you there. Please ensure your safety, and I wish you all the best.
Let's get it going.
I would never turn down Lord Vathan.
Let's stir up some trouble.
Yes.
Where's the sacrifice core?
Camille, you really think I'd stroll around with something this important? Plus, even though the Ravenlocks and the Exaltists have been working together for ages, I've hardly even met Lady Dina.
I
I'm the
don't
one
know about
offering the
this.
sacrifice core here. I'm curious what Lady Dina's got lined up for me in return?
I'm just here to verify that the core you mentioned is real. Once that's sorted, Lady Dina will give you a proper response. Our partnership isn't just talk. We need to be sure you have what we need before moving forward.
Sure thing.
Lol.
I'll take you to where I keep the core. Once you verify it's legit, have Lady Dina come over. We'll lay everything on the table face to face.
All right, lead the way.
It seems Hartman is trying to bargain for more.
I don't think she will
What
come
a
that
greedy and
easily.
insatiable man. It's just that... Why would they only send Camille for something as important as the sacrifice core? And I can't shake the feeling that Camille doesn't want Hartman and Dina to meet. Why is that?
Hmm.
Who's this Dina he just mentioned? Is
Probably
she the
was-
leader
was
of the
she-
Exaltists?
Yeah.
Kind of. Lord Vathan, I really think we should hurry. We must get to where Hartman keeps the core before anyone else does.
I've got a shortcut planned,
Oh.
but there are gonna be ethereals along the way. I'll let you handle them, Vivian.
Don't worry, Lord Vathan. You're in capable hands. I'll ensure your safety. Weather's nice now that the rain... Huh? Ethereal! Stay
Hello.
away from Lord Vathan!
Okay.
Lion.
Want some more?
Looks like Hartman's trying to negotiate for more leverage.
Of course he is.
Let's get out of here before we're
There's
spotted.
nothing. Hello.
Let's keep moving, Lord Vathan.
No boxes.
Leave the enemies to me, Lord Vathan.
Let's make this quick.
Leave it to me. Don't touch me.
Take that, you villain.
They're still over there. Looks like they're arguing. This is our chance. Look, no matter who has the sacrifice core,
What?
Hartman or the Exaltists, it would be really dangerous.
Elevator. Who is in
Hand
the
over what's in
elevator?
the box,
What's in the box?
or we do this the hard way.
Oh boy.
You sure talk big, little girl. Let's see if you can get past me first.
Easily.
Let's hurry and secure the sacrifice core.
This is not even my heart hitting him.
Lord Vathan, the box is empty. So Hartman never kept the core here to begin with?
How did you even find your way here? Where's the core in the box? What did you do with it?
You call this keeping the sacrifice core safe?
Hello. Who the heck are you?
Vivian, it's been ages.
Dina!
Oh my, you actually remember me. So sweet.
Why is she small?
Look at you, thriving. I thought you'd totally forgotten about our past. So, tell me, do you ever dream about the people you've killed? Are they crying in your head all night?
Back then, I had no idea.
You had no idea? While you were soaking up all that love from your daddy and everyone else, you had no idea what was going on?
I wasn't...
Lady Dina, Miss Vivian didn't actually...
Camille, when did I say you could meet up with Hartman today?
I just wanted to make sure the sacrifice core is legit. I was worried Hartman might try to pull a fast one on us.
Really? So loyal. I thought you'd be more like the old days. Just a few words from Vivian, and you'd be plotting my demise. Just like what you did with Father.
I won't, Lady Dina.
Damn,
Don't
you are really
even
suspicious
think
of everyone.
about betraying me, Camille. You owe me for what went down back then. However,
You don't own you
I
nothing.
do understand your worries. It's fake.
No way! I got this straight from Hugo! It can't be fake! How can you just claim it's fake without any proof?
Ugh, seriously. The sacrifice core can max out the ether particles within human bodies in no time at all. But look at your little subordinate. How uncouth. He's making noises like some animal. Can you shut him up? So annoying. The masterpiece Father made for the Creator isn't this worthless piece of junk you're holding.
So, the real core.
Vivian, where do you think the sacrifice core is really at?
It's on good freaking neck, isn't it?
Don't know. If I knew where the real core was, I'd
It's that
destroy it without
goddamn
a second
thingy.
thought. Dina, you understand what the sacrifices are. And you know those who were blessed should not have to endure such horrors.
Oh, they shouldn't have suffered those horrors. Weren't you the one who decided if they'd be blessed or not? If it weren't for your tears, how would they have encountered such misfortune? How self-righteous, Vivian. Their fates were in your hands. It was you who brought disaster on them.
Landon just needed an excuse. He needed someone to blame. Whether I shed tears or not, he'd treat living beings as mere subjects for his sacrifice experiments. Dina, you know all of this. Landon even went so far as to sacrifice you.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Father did it for his great cause. Vivian,
Yeah.
why do you always mess everything up for me? Everything! You did it before, and now again! You just had to ruin my plan. I was so close to fulfilling Father's last wish.
Yes,
If
to
you
die.
don't give me the sacrifice core, be prepared to become food for the ethereals.
I
Okay.
told you I don't have the sacrifice core. Otherwise, I would have destroyed it already. Lord Phaethon, find the right moment to retreat. She can be quite unpredictable when her temper flares.
Oh,
Can we
really?
just shoot her?
You don't have it? Then I suppose there isn't a reason to keep you alive.
Let me just shoot her. Oh no!
The ethereals are coming.
Sure.
Too many. There's no chance to get out of this.
What the hell you mean no chance? Too easy.
Fool.
This is just fodder. Some mini bosses, yeah.
Sorry.
Notice me. Lord.
Okay. Now, you're the prey.
Stay away from Lord Phaethon.
Oh hi.
There are so many.
Oh yeah, what's we seeing?
It's ink.
Bird.
Shun Palace, good fortune, closed gate, safety.
What?
An evil miasma gathers here. Another place of conflict. If you wish to avoid disaster, then head southeast. Now!
Thank you.
That's the mayor's helper. Good.
Finally. Peace and quiet.
He's small now.
You must be Belle, right? Mayflower mentioned a special partner might need my help.
Can I ask, who are you?
Yeah,
I'm the
mayor sent
13th
her.
generation master of Yunque Summit. You can call me Yixuan. Mayflower passed along your info, and I was curious what kind of person you are, so I came to see. At first, I thought it might be a hassle, but your energy feels really calming. Quite nice, actually.
Oh, so you're the investigator the mayor talked about.
Yes. He also asked me to be your temporary teacher and offer you a bit of guidance.
Yes. Teach me.
Guidance? What exactly does that mean?
Unfortunately, this isn't the right time or place to talk. I have some investigation work to catch up on, and it seems you've got quite a lot on your hands, so let's part ways for now. I'll find a good time to visit you soon.
I'm so sorry, Lord Vathan. I'm just not feeling very well. I think I'll head back for now. I'll investigate the sacrifice core and reach out once I find something.
You definitely need some rest. Let's get out of the hollow.
Really?
Lord
Be
Vathan,
fine.
are you going to rest now?
I'm not in a hurry to get back. You've been kind of off since we got out,
Drink the water.
and it's got me worried. If something's bugging you, just spill it if you want to. I'm a pretty good listener, you know.
I didn't mean to keep my past from you, Lord Vathan.
Yes, I'm
When
good
I was
listener.
little, people thought I brought misfortune, so no matter where I went, no one wanted me around for long. Then, one day, Landon adopted me and brought me to the Exaltists. There, I met Dina, who was so kind to me, treating me like a dear sister. She told me her father, Landon, was a great man who'd one day make everyone stop fearing the Hollows, so all life could live freely inside and outside of them. Dina helped Landon pick people for the blessing, and everyone in the Exaltists respected her greatly. Those who received the blessing would have a better ether aptitude, allowing them to enter the Hollow freely without fear of sudden disaster. Back then, Dina would chat with me every day, always about the Exaltists and her father. But things between us shifted when Landon asked me to step in for Dina. Landon told me I didn't only bring misfortune, and that if I listened to him, I could actually help people. After that, he'd take me to meet people, and if I shed tears, he'd give them a blessing medicine. Those who got the blessing could dodge calamities. At first, I was ecstatic, thinking I could help others. I shared my joy with Dina, but that was when she started to pull away from me.
Yeah, she got jealous of your success.
The blessing medicine. Please tell me that wasn't the sacrifice serum Bringer had.
Yes, to be precise, it was an early version of the sacrifice serum. Landon's medicine wasn't stable. The medicine Landon developed could boost abilities quickly, but also sped up the development of ether corruption. In the end, most people turned into ethereals, and a few became sacrifices, losing all human consciousness. The ethereals were killed while the sacrifices were given to the higher-ups of the Exaltists. The Exaltists wanted the sacrifices to hold human consciousness, so Landon's medicine was seen as a failure, and he gradually lost influence within the Exaltists. One day, I saw Dina, and tears streamed down my face. In a bid to save his reputation, Landon decided to let his own daughter receive the blessing. I had always thought that getting the blessing was a good thing, until I saw terror in Dina's eyes that day. That evening, I broke Landon's rules for the first time and followed him out of the Exaltist's residence.
Oh.
I trailed him to the Hollow, where I witnessed someone who had been blessed becoming corrupted. In the end, that person became an ethereal. Then, without hesitation, Landon killed him. Before Landon returned, I went back to the residence and snuck into his study. And there, I uncovered the truths I just told you. And just a few days later, it was time for Dina to be blessed. I wanted to save her and stop anyone else from getting deceived. So, that day, I told everyone present that Landon should be the one to receive the blessing, not Dina. At first, Landon argued, and no one believed me. But, in front of them all, I looked at him and let my tears fall. Lord Landon, please accept the blessing.
Vivian, you...
Why won't you accept the blessing? Were you lying to us?
Ungrateful fools! You have no use anymore!
Liar!
Run! Run!
Dina! Dina, wake up! Vivian? What's happening? Listen to me! Lord Landon's so-called blessing isn't... Father!
Damn.
No, I was just...
And she blames her for saving her life.
It's got nothing to do with us. This is just what happens when you don't accept the blessing.
Vivian, was this you? Dina, I just didn't want you to accept the blessing. Everyone who does ends up... I just don't want to lose my father. You knew? If you knew what he's done, you...
He's my father. He's all I have. Stop being self-righteous, Vivian. You only ever bring misfortune.
Of course.
I thought once Landon was gone, Dina would leave the Exaltists. I never expected her to continue his research, or that Camille would stay. Camille lost her entire family in a hollow disaster, so she's always supported the Exaltists. She's not a bad person. She's just someone searching for hope. She joined the Exaltists very early on, and even watched Dina grow up. That day, she was just so desperate to save Dina that she... All these years, she's been following Dina, taking care of everything out of guilt, I think. But I didn't just fail to save Dina. I trapped her. I see misfortune approaching, but I can never change its course or avoid the bad ending. Maybe I really am a bringer of misfortune.
No.
No way. You're not the one bringing bad luck. Whatever went down with the Exaltists, Landon used you. As for Dina and Camille, they know the truth, and they just made their choices. The Hollows and the disasters they caused took more than just their loved ones. But not all survivors cling to obsession and hatred like they do.
Lord Phaethon.
You need to believe in yourself. You're currently resolving the sacrifice crisis with your own effort. I remember you saying you really like yourself now. So what's changed?
Yes, that'll always be true. Thank you for listening to my story today. Years have gone by, but I've never had the courage to face all this. Maybe Dina and I were meant to meet today, so I could finally spill it all out. It lightens my heart a little. Lord Phaethon, you truly are a wonderful listener.
Whenever you're feeling down, don't hesitate to come to me.
I will.
Don't worry, always come. We got
It's
therapy.
been such a long day. You must be exhausted. I'll track down the location of the sacrifice core and let you know what I find. Good night, Lord Phaethon.
Okie dokie. Yes, we go into the next part of the mission.
Shawl, I didn't expect you to be working here. Perfect.
I was just covering someone's shift. The screening here is super strict, and I was afraid the supervisor would realize I was new and subbing for someone, so I hid in the control room during the supervisor's inspection. So I happened to bump into this guy, a blonde man wearing a hat, and I think he was checking some footage. Then he logged that footage into the tape he brought.
He's
Later,
alive.
I found that part of the footage had been wiped.
Blonde, wearing a hat. Could it be Hugo?
Do you know him?
I think it's him. If it were Hugo... I think I know where he would hide the tape. Thank you, Shaw. You were a big help.
Great! You also helped me a lot when I started working. I used to make mistakes all the time. If it weren't for you cleaning up my messes, I would have been fired ages ago. So I'm happy I could help you too. All right, go ahead and do what you need to do. We'll catch up another time.
I mean, yeah, Hugo's alive. He has the sacrifice core. Birds! Oh, birdies! Yeah. Dum dum. Hello, penguin boo. What's over here? I'm buried. It's a pigeon. Oh, it's a crow. He goes to the video store, okay. Let's chat with Wise.
If I'm not mistaken, you and Vivian share the same goal. Silence is no good for negotiation.
I just don't want Dina to reach a point of no return.
Hasn't she already reached that point with what she's doing?
The formula for the Landon serum was lost, but a batch survived, and Dina was able to develop a substance that can be used for mind control. She's trying to combine the two to make sacrifices that would obey human commands. If the dormant sacrifice and the remaining Landon serum are destroyed, we can put an end to this. Dina's concoction can't create sacrifices on its own.
And the sacrifice core?
That belongs to the creator, not her. Although I find Landon's methods despicable, I can't deny that the Exaltists and the creator are leading us in the right direction. I just don't want Dina to spend her life trapped by her father's mistakes.
I mean, no offense, but I find your protectiveness rather weird. I will confirm the location of the dormant sacrifice and find the chance to relay the information to you. I do not want any of my people to be going into danger. As for the sacrifice core, I can only guarantee that it will not fall into her hands. As for how things will ultimately play out,
the creator.
I mean, it's probably on the Vivian's necklace.
Camille was actually destroying the dormant sacrifice?
Now Camille's actions make sense. But why did Hugo never tell us?
Hugo... he...
Val, Lycon said there's something urgent he needs to discuss with us right now.
All right, let's patch him in.
Master Proxy, I apologize for disturbing you.
What's
We've
up,
just learned that
Lycon?
the Ravenlock family will host a banquet tonight. This banquet is rather special, as they're allowing members of their family to invite business partners to attend. With Hartman at the center of controversy, there are many members of the family who are eager to use this opportunity to replace him. The mayor has been spreading rumors of a young tycoon who inherited a sizable fortune and is looking to partner with a person from an old and influential family. This information has lured a young man named Burton from the Ravenlock family.
So, you want me to pose as this tycoon and use Burton to infiltrate the banquet?
Correct. And
yes,
Hartman's study
disguise.
is also located within the venue.
I see. Hartman's study might hold valuable information.
Perhaps.
So, what should I do?
You can attend as her +1.
+1? Lord Phaethon, please go with me!
Master Proxy, it seems Miss Vivian requires your presence, so...
Ah yes, dating.
Yes, just your presence will help me immensely!
All right, then let's go together.
I'll send you the time and place for the meeting with Burton. If you encounter any danger, please evacuate immediately or contact me for backup. I hope everything goes well for you tonight.
Yes, we are going on a date. Where is the banquet? Are we going to bamboo shop? Oh no, he's just here.
Miss Banshee, I believe I've shown you my sincerity. Now how about you?
Miss Banshee.
Sincerity? My presence here is a show of sincerity.
If we're to work together, Miss Banshee, you should drop your pretentious act.
I am well aware of the ways of the Ravenlock family. If I were to come empty-handed, I probably wouldn't even be able to make it out the front door tonight. Since I agreed to come with you, and even brought along my most precious companion, does that not show my deepest sincerity?
No need for such an off-color joke. Our door is always open for those coming or going.
We both know what's what, so let's cut the small talk. I know far more about how the Ravenlock family made their fortune than most here. I am also well aware of why Hartman, despite such a massive scandal, still remains in power.
Oh? Do tell.
Exaltists, blessing, sacrifice, Landon. Where would you like me to start?
How did you know that? No, who are you?
Don't be so tense.
I know things.
If I'm not mistaken,
things that you
it's
will
about
never
time
understand.
the banquet began. My companion and I are practically famished. Is this how you treat your guests? By letting them starve? Perhaps when we've had our fill, we'll remember where the sacrifice is hidden.
You know where the sacrifice is?
So, can we go get something to eat now? And I'm also looking forward to receiving a special dessert from you. We can discuss what you wish to know while we
God
enjoy
damn,
dessert.
why you so horny?
Of course.
Thank you.
I wouldn't let such an important guest discuss matters on an empty stomach. As for dessert, I will prepare it myself, and I guarantee I'll come find you later.
I don't like it. I like it
These
when
kinds of
guys
people are exhausting to
forget.
deal with. I really don't know how Hugo used to put up with it.
What did you mean by dessert just now? I couldn't really follow.
Hugo taught me that bringing up dessert in such situations is a way of telling the other party they need to offer more. Fortunately, that old fox Hartman is terrified of losing power. He's definitely keeping the destruction of the sacrifice and the fact that the sacrifice core is fake hidden from the other family members. Otherwise, Burden wouldn't have been so willing to raise his offer. Lord Phaethon, let's find Hartman's study when the banquet is at its busiest.
All right, I've already taken note of the surrounding terrain. Once more people arrive, we'll enter the garden through the door in the corner of the banquet hall.
Yes, you stick to the plan.
I'll follow Lord Phaethon. Isn't this...
The security around the manor is really strict, but inside might be more lax. But just in case, let's tell Lycon.
Right. Having some backup would be safer.
Let's check Hartman's recent correspondences for clues. I still have concerns about the sacrifice core.
Right. Though the core he gave Dina was fake, Hartman might have left a trick up his sleeve and hid the real one.
Possible.
Then let's split up.
Esteemed guests, is the catering at the Ravenlock family banquet not to your satisfaction? So much so that these two distinguished guests felt the need to come to my humble office to scavenge for food. Don't want to come out? Well, after all, you don't have long left. Burton, that greedy idiot, fell for the mayor's trap. But I never expected that he would bring you into my territory. I suppose I should thank him. Otherwise, I would have had to go to great lengths to eliminate you. Vivian, Phaethon, give Hugo my regards.
You ain't gonna do nothing.
Tell him I shall be taking the wealth and power of the Ravenlock family for myself. The bullet? How?
Dear uncle, why must we be so distant with one another?
I didn't know
you can
you
just
like...
tell me what you want to say directly.
Hugo! Impossible! You're...
Uncle, you must know a Ravenlock will never stop until they get what they want. Did you really think I would be defeated so soon? When I have yet to trample you into the dirt.
You filthy bastard! You only know how to resort to these petty tricks!
Petty tricks?
Yeah, that's 6 bullets. That's a revolver amount.
Perhaps you'd like to know what I managed to accomplish using this faked death of mine. My dear uncle.
Uncle Nelson, no! You would know if you
Faking
watched
my own death.
Jacksepticeye.
Hope it's all worth the theatrics in the end. It was just to keep Hartman off my back, but maybe I went a little overboard. The manager must be pretty shaken up. I should apologize at some point.
Hello, Lycon.
You're taking longer to rest than I expected.
Lycon, you think too highly of my physical capabilities. Well, thank you for your cooperation. I must say, if nothing else, at least your acting skills have improved. Why do you look so angry? You should be happy. We pulled that off together with flawless teamwork and managed to fool everyone.
Drop your foolish facade.
I'm glad you still remember the code we set all those years ago. And thank you for ensuring your sleight of hand didn't deteriorate. Oh, right. I should also thank the blood bag hidden in my clothes and our other props. Do you remember when we last used this trick? It was probably ages ago.
Yeah.
Sometimes I really don't understand you. Have you never thought about what the consequences would be if I didn't understand your code? If I decided against helping you? Or if I just couldn't control my strength properly?
You'd understand it. Of course. If things really did go awry, I had alternative plans. You wouldn't be so arrogant as to think I'd bet everything on you, would you?
You're insane.
Aw, I'm flattered.
He's just gay.
So what exactly is the purpose behind all this? Surely after going to such great lengths to erase your own existence, you don't just plan to hide here and reminisce about the past with me. Don't try to brush this off. I've already helped you enact your plan. Tell me the truth.
Don't get your tail in a twist. I have more plans that require your assistance, so naturally I would not hide anything from you. Simply put, as things stand, whether as Hugo Vlad or as Mockingbird, I am doomed to die.
Seems you've made quite a few enemies.
As a member of the Ravenlock family, I negotiated with Edmund and managed to obtain resources from Tops for my future plans. I also confirmed what attitude they held toward your master, the Mayflower family. Meanwhile, I used my identity in Mockingbird to strike a deal with Hartman and gather information on their collaboration with the remnants of the Exaltists. That's where I got my intel on what Bringer left. Oh, by the way, the crime declaration letter that your dear mayor received, that was also sent by yours truly. He's probably figured that out by now, right? Though I'm not sure if he told you.
The mayor learned about the sacrifice attacks through his own means, but lacked an opportunity to take action. That warning letter was precisely what he needed.
You aren't hopeless yet. How delightful. In short, I'm more well-informed than your lot because I get around, dealing with all these different important figures. But of course, it comes at a cost. It's only fair. After all, you can't hide the smoke from a wildfire. Rather than trying to carefully tame it and risk setting yourself alight, it's better to let it burn free.
When I helped you put on your little act, killing you in front of everyone, you left the sacrifice core to Hartman. That was intentional too, then?
Oh, yes. And it worked like a charm, didn't it? Now no one cares for me anymore, and all eyes are on Hartman. A perfect situation for keeping the Ravenlock family in check while dealing a cutting blow to the Exaltists behind them. Another crucial point is Vivian and Phaethon. I must sever any ties they have with me or Mockingbird. Although I feel bad for Phaethon about what happened, but it had to be done. That's the only way they would be safe, allowing the plan to continue.
I noticed that you never turned your blade toward Master Proxy. So, those words you said back then were also...
I will bloody my hands. I will carry the weight of my sins. I will become the Abyss. Obviously, it was all an act. My acting has always been impeccable, as you know.
Hugo, you're taking such a tremendous risk. Why?
Would you believe me if I said it's for justice? But unfortunately, it's not. I want revenge on the Ravenlock family. And I will make sure that despicable excuse for a human being, Hartman, suffers a slow, torturous end. Of course, I also promised Vivian that I would help her investigate the whole thing with the Exaltists. That's all.
You don't look too good. Is it your wounds?
No. This is the first problem I plan to resolve. Lycon, do you have a place that is sufficiently discreet, quiet, and can take a lot of damage?
Yep, he's... He's a little bit of turning into a girl.
What exactly are you doing?
Don't look at me like that. If I didn't have to do this, I wouldn't. Hartman recently obtained a bizarre substance, most likely from those crazy exaltists. After use, it allows control of the victim's mind. To some extent.
You were dosed with it.
To be more precise, Lycon, I deliberately allowed Hartman to put this drug in my cup to facilitate our previous collaboration. After finding out about it, I quickly found someone to help analyze its composition. The good news is he gave me a very low dosage, perhaps because he was afraid I might notice. There's a different medication that can delay its onset, preventing me from actually being under his control. I simply need to put on a show in front of my dear uncle. The bad news is that currently there is no antidote. When I delay those effects, however, they will accumulate and erupt when my body reaches its limit. It may even break my mind. And that's exactly what's happening now. I need to endure those accumulated consequences. So, I will lock myself in this room for however long that takes. I've tied my limbs to prevent me from smashing this place or accidentally hurting myself. Anyway, after you leave, do not open this door, no matter what you hear.
I recommend seeking professional medical assistance.
This is advice I received from a doctor. Or are you saying you don't believe I can make it? So, I can't. Come find me here at the scheduled time. All you need to do is smile and await my victory.
What if I want to stop you?
You know you won't succeed. You never have. And you never will. Well, time is short. Let's begin.
I understand. Don't
Yes.
die, you stupid bastard.
Is this because the side effects haven't worn off yet? Lycon's late. I'm surprised. Or is something wrong with time itself? Looks like someone's over there. Might as well go.
Yeah, you're hallucinating.
It's all your fault. I wish I had never given birth to you!
Damn.
Everything will get better if you just die, right?
Oh boy, a drug which brings out with your demons.
He'll come back. We'll have another, more perfect child. One who will inherit the Ravenlock family bloodline. Then I'll be able to escape this pain. So, Hugo, for the sake of Mommy's happiness, just die, okay?
So, I wasn't awake yet after all.
That's because you don't want to wake up again.
Who are you?
Oh boy, not one of those.
Hidden deep within your heart, your most true self. You want to kill her, don't you? your so-called mother. Every time she beat you without reason, when she tried to gouge out your eyes, when she sold you into that hell, laughing all the while. You wanted to be the one to end her life. Why not admit your hatred? As you are, you can hunt her down and make her pay for the living hell of a childhood she made you suffer.
Yes, I hate her. I hate her because she was foolish and shallow, greedy and stupid. I hate her because she doesn't deserve to be a mother. She did everything she could to try and get into the Ravenlock family, believing she could live a life of luxury without having to do anything and never realizing she was a pawn, discarded from the very beginning. So she chose to blame me. Blame me for my heterochromia. Blame me for my very existence.
Yeah.
But I won't kill her, because I know it won't change anything. She was incapable of loving me, just as she is incapable of loving herself.
Have you been brainwashed by that dog? Keeping up the act of being some magnanimous and forgiving fool?
Don't compare us. I've simply come to understand love or hate. I make my own choices, and they have nothing to do with anyone else.
She sold you to the Ravenlock family for a huge sum of money. She used that money to start a new life without you.
Okay.
While she was indulging herself, you were going through hell in the Ravenlock Manor. Does it not torment you? Do you not feel the hatred? Do you not want to demand answers? Kill her. Only by killing her can you be truly free.
You can just let go.
For a long time, I thought the same way. But now, well, I want to make a different choice.
Stop lying to yourself. You never had a choice. This weak-minded thinking will only lead you to failure. Like before, you'll be nothing but a worm, trampled into the dirt by those so-called elites. Do you still not get it? This is how the world is, and always has been. Hesitate and you'll be the victim. If you don't grab your knife first, you'll end up being
grab
on
the opportunity, grab the knife.
If you want to change anything, you must first become the one who makes the rules. Just like that woman. The only reason she could treat us that way was because we were weak. So listen to me. Find that woman, kill her, and prove to this world your strength. It's what she deserves. Why forgive them? They don't deserve it.
I'm not forgiving them.
Nah, everyone deserves forgiveness at least
rather,
once.
I don't care about them. They don't even matter, at least not yet. You know, perhaps the person I hate the most, the one I truly cannot forgive, has never been someone else, but rather my weak, powerless past self who could do nothing but hide inside a closet and cry. I hate myself for having neither the strength nor the courage to resist. I hate myself for begging for so-called familial love, even after being treated so terribly. I hate that despite the pain of my wounds, I still hope to receive the carrot and not the stick. And that me is you, correct? So, I forgive you. I forgive myself.
You'll regret this, fool. Your pretty words mean nothing. You will ultimately return here to me.
I see. This is still an illusion. I wonder who's going to show up this time.
Probably fake Lycon.
Brother! Hugo, let's play hide and seek! I'm already hiding! You'll find me, right? Like you always do!
Oh no. Not with sister.
Serena.
And it's far.
You're looking in the wrong place.
Why is she a doll?
I found an even better hiding spot this time. Harder to find than any place you showed me. Hey, Hugo. Do you ever wonder why I had to die?
It was because of me.
That's right. It was because of you. It's all your fault.
Of course.
If only you didn't exist, I wouldn't have had to suffer. Still looking in the wrong spot.
Now we got them
You
doll.
still haven't found me after all this time. Have you forgotten about me?
No,
I haven't forgotten.
It's okay. I'll forgive you. I'll still be nice to you, just like before. I was the only one who was ever nice to you, wasn't I?
Yes.
Then tell me, why do good people always suffer? Why is kindness always punished instead? Tell me, Hugo, why?
How would I know?
Hugo, are you lost? Go back the way you came.
It's you again. to his piece of crap again.
I told you that you would eventually return.
We meet
Reign of
again,
demons.
my friend.
I told you, I am you. The side of you that you've always tried to deny existed.
Of course. I know. This time it's about Serena. Right?
Yes, your half-sister. And the only child in the Ravenlock family who was kind to you. Unfortunately, it was her kindness that led to her untimely death.
Of course it is.
It was my fault.
Nothing ever
I don't like the way you
comes to
blame
good
yourself,
people.
because that means I'm to blame as well. And I don't think I did anything wrong. Your mother sold you to the Ravenlocks. And your father, he saw your talent and wanted to use you to push the other children into competing with each other.
My brothers and sisters wanted to get rid of me from the moment they first saw me.
In their eyes, you were no more than a slave. But Serena dared to treat you, a slave, as if you were human. And so,
Yeah,
she
I'm
was
imagining.
fated to die.
They tried to kill me. Many times. But I was careful. And they did not succeed.
So they killed Serena, who was weaker, an easier target, and pinned everything on you. Serena died in your place. Those cruel brats thought that by reporting this to Father, they could use it to get rid of you, a rival who threatened their positions. Yet, not only did Father not blame you for the incident, he praised you for it.
In this
Yeah,
world,
that was. I remember.
only the ruthless, cruel, and merciless can stand at the top.
And that's exactly what you managed to live up to, no? You found a perfect opportunity thereafter to catch the ringleader of the group who framed you and almost beat him to death.
Yes. Good.
Oh, you should have seen the expression on your face back then. Oh, crazed and manic with utmost delight.
I don't remember that.
Do you not?
Here you go again, trying to deny your desires. Deep down inside, you've always wondered, asking yourself why these evil people never got the punishment they deserved. Why the world is so unfair.
And yes, the evil side telling him to kill people.
Them to shreds, just like that day when you beat that boy's face into the dirt until he was barely recognizable. His disgusting blood staining your fists. Recall your exhilaration, your cathartic release of rage, that outpour of hatred. That victory belongs to you. You deserve it.
Those brothers and sisters of mine are all dead. I cannot take revenge against the long deceased.
They died by Hartman's hand, dying in the power struggle to become the Ravenlock family's heir, rather than by our scythe.
Someone is jealous, but they didn't kill the people.
Boring. I find it hilariously ironic. Children who would murder their own kin for scraps of power dead at the hand of their uncle who followed their example. Is that not karma? Power struggles, pitting kin against each other, betrayal, suspicion, and hatred between people of the same blood. It's like a curse written into the Ravenlock family's genes. Laughably stupid.
Don't forget, my dear, that the same blood flows through your veins.
That's right, my dear nephew. No matter how much you deny it, the blood of the Ravenlock family flows through your veins. Survival of the fittest. Only the strongest deserve to live. Only the strongest deserve to rule. This is the path of success that has led the Ravenlock family to victory countless times. A blessing and a curse etched into your flesh and blood. As long as you live, you'll never escape the mark of family.
As long as you
are
live,
destined to one day become someone
China.
like me, like your father.
Oh, nice. But I would absolutely not recommend to buy like the first batch of it. I would say just wait at least a while. Because the first ones that will be released will be bad.
I won't become like my father. Never.
At least go for like the second or third release.
So relax. Our power eclipses him, and so does our ambition. So, do not deny your own desires. Do not resist your own ambition.
Yeah, accessories being like $80 each is horrible.
Born with the best gift fate has ever given you. Admit it. Deep within your heart lies a spark, yearning to ignite a raging inferno.
I'm not gonna even try for anything.
Everything down. And I am that spark.
Lygon. Never thought I'd be this genuinely thankful to see you.
That's not real.
Seeing you means this never-ending nightmare is...
It's not.
I don't want to hear something like that from you. You have no idea what that man, my father...
A person who stops at nothing for their own interests and ambitions. Just like what you're doing right now.
And what do you think I'm doing this for?
All of this was part of your plan. You knew where the Ravenlock family was going to be, so you set Mockingbird's target there. To seek revenge, you plotted to assassinate your own father, but he was too vigilant, and you failed. After almost being assassinated, your father was furious and locked everyone in the hall, but was unable to find the assassin.
And what a coincidence that a hollow disaster just occurred in the vicinity. So he used it to eliminate all the unfamiliar faces there, turning them into victims of the hollow, an easy feat for the Ravenlock family. So, the one who killed innocents was my father, not me.
You knew what choice an extremist like him would make.
Yeah.
And you used the chaos to once again attempt an assassination. This time you succeeded. You killed your own father, at the cost of innocent lives. Admit it, Hugo. You don't care about anyone else. The only thing you care about is your revenge.
Games
How
are
is
not
that
that
any
great.
different from your
Performance
father?
boost is not good.
Enough. I'm tired. I may hate him for betraying me, but he wouldn't say something like that.
What?
You aren't Lycon. You're the other me, hidden deep within my heart. I've been waiting for you, my dear.
It seems you've already grown accustomed to this place, even turning the tables on me.
Just as you said, you are me, and I am you. There's no such thing as having an advantage over oneself. We are ultimately one and the same, forever
what will you
inseparable.
eat?
Then you should know what I want to say. When you and Lycon split, you didn't even try to clear up the misunderstanding, didn't deny or argue against.
Before buying a Switch 2, you definitely need to see some actual reviewers.
Realize that deep down, he was
Have a performance
right about
testing,
you.
because
just hadn't
I am
acted
sure
on it
it's
yet.
just another money grab.
Some people live only to bring more suffering into this world. Sometimes, murder is what brings justice back into this world.
For that, I must stain these hands in blood.
That's right. Just like what you said before you faked your death. Were those words really just an act?
Yep.
To slay the dragon, you must first become one with sharp claws, rending fangs, and strength enough to destroy anything.
There is always
You
a
know
time
the
when
truth
it's
better than anyone.
horrible.
If you hadn't hesitated and instead seized the first opportunity to kill your father, none of what followed would have happened. Innocent civilians wouldn't have died.
Didn't even research
Your
anything.
partner wouldn't have lost an eye and both legs trying to save people. And Mockingbird would have never gotten to that point. You can save more people. Save good people. Save more lives than the evil ones you take.
I've spent countless hours in regret over that incident.
So why not submit to your true nature? You want to be the judge,
For the low
jury,
price of a
and
year subscription.
executioner of this world. And you can.
I got no
wasn't
idea how much
responsible
that is.
for Father's death. The true mastermind is my uncle, Hartman. His schemes to kill the head of the family were all so he could take control. Mockingbird was simply unlucky enough to get caught up in it. So, for a behemoth like the Ravenlock family, with its roots so deep, a single person's death, regardless of who that person is, wouldn't change anything. Of course, whether it's Tops, the Mayflower family, or even the entire world, it's actually all the same. I refuse to be dragged down by pointless hatred any longer.
You foolish, stubborn idiot.
God,
Do
it's
you
not stupid.
understand the power of hatred? Have we not come this far precisely because of it?
Are we gonna give you a skin
Or
for
are
your
you going
Nintendo
to
Switch
follow
2?
Lycon and Jack's twisted logic? Come on. You don't actually trust anyone?
Maybe even some special effects for it?
Otherwise, why would you hide this whole scheme of faking your death from them? You've built an impenetrable wall around your heart, keeping everyone out. Of course you are right to do so. No one in this world can be trusted. Always. All you'll receive is hatred from your own blood and no love. Suspicion from your companions, and betrayal that comes all too easily. But the most ridiculous thing is that you want them to trust you. You stay silent and long for them to notice your suffering. You yearn for your companions' understanding and trust.
You yearn for the minds.
That's why you are incapable of exploiting them for your own ends. You care about their safety even more than your own. But remember, only the weak need companions. And we are children born from hatred. We are different from them. I will never be like them, and I don't need to be. Come. Let me show you what powers we can wield.
The power.
But you are me. And I'll never lose to myself.
Oh yeah, there will be a couple people dead. Oh boy, boss fight between Hugo and Hugo! Hey, give that head back. Come on, Michael Jackson. Yeah, I know that.
Think about all the injustice you've suffered. Out of my way. If you choose to forgive, you're betraying yourself. You know that.
Letting you consume me would be the real betrayal to myself.
You're just afraid to admit it. Give up.
Come here. You can slow down time.
You're too scared to face your true self and what you truly desire.
Get out of here, boy. Ow.
Trying to run, are we? You're trying to kill me. You think you can just get rid of me? Without me, you are nothing.
What?
For what it's worth, thank you. Don't be afraid. You and I are inseparable. You're part of me, just as I am part of you.
Hey, boss.
Won't change anything.
No. It's not just platitudes. I finally understand now. Some pain only fades when it's seen. When it's accepted. So I won't fight you anymore. I won't hate myself anymore.
Okay, not fighting? Sure.
Weakness, hatred, malice, strength, forgiveness, justice.
Oh, it ended? Okay.
Hugo, it's time. Hugo. Hugo, you...
Did I scare you? I made it through. I won. No praise for me, my dearest partner.
That's a lot of mascara.
This is just like what I saw in my dream. Ah, my former partner. You're still as punctual as ever.
He carries a clock here.
Are you sure you are fully recovered?
How about we fight? And I'll show you how recovered I am.
I refuse to fight someone who is in need of medical attention.
How thoughtful. I'm touched. Or perhaps is this simply part of Victoria Housekeeping's professional care?
I'd rather you not starve to death.
We are very professional.
Not to your liking. I'm fairly certain this is the same kind as before.
No. I've just gone too long without food. It feels a bit uncomfortable. Either way, thank you.
Now tell me, what exactly happened in the warehouse?
Just going a bit crazy from... you know what? Were you expecting anything else?
Drops.
But... I
Hemofrost
did have a very long dream.
And
a dream about many things from the past. If I had to put it into words, it would be like giving myself psychological therapy. You seem like you could benefit from some too. How about it? Want to book a session with me? Trust me, I'm a pro.
Seems you really have recovered.
Well, of course. I'm feeling pretty great right now. Like I could argue with you all day on every petty detail of who exactly was in the wrong back then.
I wanted to ask, what you said about Mockingbird before, when you faked your death, was that part of the act?
Oh, you mean the part about how Mockingbird has never really changed anything or saved anyone. I didn't expect you to still be so hung up on this. Interesting. After all, it was you who chose to betray Mockingbird. To betray me.
Just as I said before,
I think I most likely care about. I think with the current rivals mid-season, I only care about two things: Ultron and anti-deleting the Spider-Man team up.
Yes.
At least
Mockingbird has helped some people and has genuinely
that will definitely nerf the backline camper Spider-Mans a bit.
Yet those in high positions still possess immense resources.
Not enough, but a tiny
remain
bit.
destitute and suffering.
Yep.
Willing to become slaves.
But at least they are nerfing or have nerfed Iron Fist a bit.
Even if
but
what we
they
did
buffed
was
Hawkeye way too
childishly
much.
idealistic and flawed.
Fuck, why do they always overbuff something which was already decent?
Meaningless.
So basically, if you
holds
fighting
more
Hawkeye
value
as
to
like
me
a couple
than
people,
Mockingbird.
and you don't have like a crowd immunity to crowd control,
ECC.
you're fucked.
All right, let's catch up later. I still
Basically,
have
he
things
just
to do
hits you with a team
and
up.
need to wrap up my
You
plan.
have Ice Arrow, which goes through walls.
Oh yeah.
Has
Oh, the
infinite
units.
travel
Much
distance.
as I would
And has
Oh.
yeah,
My
of
dear
like 10
uncle and
meters.
the Exaltist fanatics likely would not give me such an
He
opportunity.
has like
If all
like
has
10
gone to
seconds to
plan,
freaking shoot you in the head.
the
after
fish
it.
will have taken the bait already.
Let me see.
And if everything goes
So
very
technically,
well,
he can.
So
kill
that
the
could
entire
so that
we
could
have
be
solid evidence
so
of
that could be
Ravenlock
Hanzo
family's
Dragono,
crimes.
correct?
Well then, thank you for your assistance,
Basically.
former partner. Let's part ways here.
I'll go with you.
Lycon, surely you don't think that because I just recovered, I'm too weak to deal with those useless fools.
And lonely?
Hartman's actions will disturb the safety of New Eridu.
3 minutes. Okay,
As I serve the mayor, I should intervene.
Very
Oh, you
well.
waiting for Overwatch reset?
Let's go. And
Yep.
don't slow me down.
It's not far, at least. At least I don't have to care about rivals either. Oh. Okay, so when's this bit season going to drop?
30th.
Yeah, 3 more days.
On the 30th Saturday. Oh no, that's Friday, I'm a moron. God
Yeah.
damn.
I mean,
Oh,
today's Tuesday, but it might seem like today is just Monday, or like Thursday sometimes.
If I calculate correctly, then the next Fortnite season should drop at either on the Saturday on the next week or it's Sunday.
Oh yeah, we need to play because skin in Fortnite.
Oh yeah, that.
It's gonna be wild this next season of Marvel Rivals, especially with all the penetrating stuff. Hawkeye's arrow going through everything, including tank shields, and the
Yeah, I
the
just
further
complained
away
too
you-
lonely about that.
yeah, it's
I
pretty
just
messed
said-
up.
You can't
And
one
that is-
Hawkeye at all,
and
even
that
if
is-
he has horrible aim.
Well, the thing
And
is that
distance based.
the
and
thing
that
is that they buffed his splash arrows, so if you're right in his face, he can shoot the ground with the splash arrow and nearly kill you. He doesn't even have to use his regular arrow.
Yeah, but he. Oh yeah, also
Oh.
the only
What
way
they have
to
buffed,
beat the frozen arrow is to be in his
What
face.
they have buffed? The explosion
yeah,
damage
the
or
further-
the explosion radius for his
Uh,
secondary?
They buffed the explosion damage, explosion radius, and
Oh,
normal
God, they both-
arrow basic damage.
Yeah, right now there's a combo with him where if you get in his face lonely, he can shoot the ground with the explosion arrow, then do his sword move, and that kills you.
But if you're far from him, he's gonna do a nice arrow and just a headshot.
Yeah, it's
Or a-
pretty
or a
messed up.
body shot. It
The
doesn't
further
matter.
away you, the further away you are from him from the ice arrow, the more effective it is. So it only slows you if you're up close, but if you're more than 20 meters away, it freezes you solid.
Yeah, and it's like on the snow freeze, which is like 5 to 10 seconds. I don't remember.
Well, I don't know if it's going to last, but right now the people that are testing it, it's 10 seconds long, a 10-second long freeze, and it's an AoE freeze. So if anyone's around you, it freezes everybody in your vicinity of the initial target.
Yeah, and I saw a video in the training range where he shot the middle bot of those 3 which are like 10 meters apart, and it froze every single one of them.
Yeah, the diameter is insane right now. They're going to have to lower it because you can shoot an arrow at a team that's very well spread out. Like I saw one video of the whole team was spread out across the entire objective in Yggdrasil, and he shot an arrow off the corner and hit one of them. It froze everybody in the objective.
Also,
They are releasing.
I wanted to
They are
ask,
releasing
oh, yeah,
Ultron.
I think it
They
has
are
the
releasing
same
Ultron.
radius as Ultron
Shit,
heal.
sorry. They're releasing him into the bad meta, I feel like. With him flying and literally with literally shit show Hawkeye and dive being relevant.
Yeah, I mean,
because I don't think that those nerfs will make dive irrelevant.
Oh,
so
no,
that will still likely stick around.
I mean,
yeah, it's gonna be worse.
You just put the drone on the ally and stay 40 meters away and just snipe.
Yeah, now though,
be seen.
they released the first flying healer right after they buffed one of the most powerful snipers to hell and back.
Yeah.
And you can't even terrain block him because if he's got the combo, he can shoot through the terrain and get you.
And also with them barely touching the dive heroes. And especially with the most relevant ones being able to put a lock onto flying heroes, which makes them sitting ducks.
I mean, if you fly high enough, magic will be useless.
Yeah, I have, but
Black Panther is also useless. Iron Fist is extremely good against them.
But Hawkeye, I get you. They nerfed Iron Fist's ability to go up. Like, he has a much harder time getting up to targets now.
Those are Ravenlock's men. The workers with them are the victims who were tricked into going into the hollow.
Oh yeah, if you make the mistake of getting low enough to the ground, and by low I mean like 15 meters off the ground, like if you go beyond that bubble, Iron Fist is still gonna fist you.
Yeah, with the triple jump he will be still able to lock onto things with his primary.
And if you are close
that's
to
going to be
home, you will just run up it.
Kill them!
It looks like Overshield is going to be the meta of this season because personal shields, a good amount of the DPS can shoot through personal shields now, including Hawkeye. So Overshield's the way to go.
I mean, I don't think that doing a personal shield like Magneto shield, like a bear, which he puts on people.
Yeah, like Dr.
I think it's quite like the Venom over shield.
Yeah, I've seen where Hulk's. It's weird. I think it might be a bug, but Hulk's shield and Magneto's shield still block Hawkeye's arrow, but he shoots straight through Doctor Strange's shield right now.
No,
of course.
All of them
he threw them into the hollow like offerings for the
exalted. The ones which are circular, which are put on people. It doesn't go through them.
To him, those workers are just another resource, no different from the ether his company mines in the hollow.
Control resistance.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Those shields, the penetration doesn't work on, but I saw videos of him shooting through like the shields that the tanks hold up for themselves.
Yeah, that counts as a wall technically, so it goes through those.
Yep. Which is why I said that Overshield is going to be the meta.
Yeah.
It's
basically what things punch can go through, the same
Let's
arrow
listen
can go
in
through.
on what they're saying. I still need more direct evidence
And
to
plus
ensure
wall.
the plan is
Yeah,
absolutely
Rocket's ultimate is going to be a huge meta this time around, especially with his team up with Penny with the extra mines and everything.
All we have to do is follow you into
Yeah,
the
don't
hallway
even
and
start
simple
me on
tasks.
those.
Shut your trap. You keep yapping and asking questions.
I saw a video of somebody going to kill the reincarnation station, and they got within 5 meters of it to try to take it out as a melee, and just poof, they disappeared like Kool-Aid through drywall, just red mist in the air.
It's the same for me.
Yeah, that's so
Serious
lovely to
illness at a
see.
senior age. I
I've
need
been
the
tired
money.
of Black Panther killing my respawn
Who risk taking a
beacons.
job like this unless they were desperate? I'll do it.
From what I can see, it's a carbon copy of her web placement without the webs. Like, but they still linger. They still linger around the reincarnation station, and if you're melee, you just cannot kill it if he has the Penny team up.
Yeah, so the thing that I wanna test, does it link to pennies?
I don't know. Haven't
what
seen
I
any
wanted.
videos on that. I've seen people showing off the fact that if any melee get close to it, they pretty much just explode.
Consider it an early release for them.
Yep, I need to test
You
that.
didn't say anything about having.
Look, this
I
is
did
it
see the
stuff,
penny
all right.
train though. Somebody had one penny nest, like one penny nest on the left, and then they put it on another one on the right, and it made a bridge that was just impenetrable. If you tried to cross the bridge, you just died instantly because mines came at you from both directions.
Of course.
Hell
You
yeah.
won't receive the compensation either.
Have they even added? Did they even add a new map for this update?
Yes.
Now is not the right time.
Yes, we did.
And as I said many
Is it going to be shit?
So that's how you see it.
We shall see.
if that's not what
I
you want me
think
to
it is
think,
shit.
then explain
Yeah.
everything to me.
Because it's very tight corridors.
All right. It's a little
It's gonna be splash damage. It's gonna be a Squirrel Girl wet dream.
Yep. Yeah. Holy
Scrub
shit.
Girl, Hawkeye, Wet Dream, yeah.
The Incredible Hulk. Iron Man too, because he's got his splash.
Oh yeah, the primary.
Yeah.
All right. That's the evidence. Now we can go and beat them into the ground.
Don't forget, also don't overdo it.
All right.
Who the hell are you?
But Marines things to
Why
throw
don't you
people
take
off
a
edge.
guess?
That's for sure.
We're the ones here to stop
So,
you.
so at least Jeff certified, not.
Unfortunately, the way they gutted Jeff, it's going to be unique to see where he fits in now. They basically took away most of his damage.
I'm fine.
I mean,
To be
there was
honest,
like one place
I think
where
I
they
prefer
showed
the way you used to
in
fight.
So he's a-
the trailer.
So he's a heal buff now.
Yeah, they took away they took away his steady burst damage, his unlimited range with it, and they made it so enemy players can actually body block his initial and only heal now.
God damn it.
Yep.
Who the hell are you?
All they got to do is have a little bit of health or a cooldown and stand directly between him and the teammate, and Jeff cannot heal the team anymore. And they nerfed that initial heal to where it does 50 hit points less per second.
It means exactly what I said.
And they took away the way bubbles work. They don't give 85 healing off the bat anymore. They give 120 over 8 seconds. So it's basically a heal over time that your target will be dead long before the heal even ticks. Instead of having 6 of those, you only have 3, and they don't have a knockback anymore.
On your face just now.
Yeah.
You're not
Does it
So
still have the
basically-
speed boost?
That's why you were assigned to these trivial
I think it still has the speed boost, and the initial spit move that has also been limited to where you can only use it 3 times. It has the knockup now and does a little bit more damage, but you can only use it 3 times.
My acting's pretty good, right?
As always.
So now they gave that the
I'll
boost.
leave the rest.
Oh, and here's the best part of all of it: the piece de resistance, the cherry on the crap sundae.
Now can you tell
They
me
added
what's going
a
on here?
meter to Jeff's hide and seek, so you can only stay underwater for about 8 seconds before you're forced to come back up, and it doesn't heal you as much as it used to. They slashed it in half.
The actual substance Hartman has.
Will it?
But rest assured, the antidote for it.
I wanted to ask.
And it heals you less
The reason you
underground.
decided to lock yourself
I
in
hope
a
that
room and endure the
I
sights
hope
being
that it would go on a ridiculous low cooldown if you are forced out
Sometimes
of
You know what we
the.
should have
underground.
added?
Then I have
We
one
added
last
the amount of freaking time that
Why did you
Iron Fist
never
can
tell
stay
me
in
any of
the
this
air
back
using
then?
his punches. That
That
should
would be
have
nice.
a meter.
Truth
That
is
should
But
have
yeah,
got
the
a
way,
meter where he
I
freaking
heard
plummets to the ground
everything.
like a rock.
that entire.
So basically, I actually had the timing wrong. It's not 8 seconds; it's 5 seconds. It has a
When Jack called
he has
you
a
aside
meter
and gave you
that's
those warnings.
120, and right now it's rounding up, so you don't even get a full 6 seconds in. You get 5 seconds underground, and boom, you pop right out.
I'm serious right now, that's horrible.
What would I even do?
Yeah, especially because it's rounding up. You should at least get 6 seconds under, and the rate that the rate that the bar recharges right now is horribly slow. So you have to stay above land for a long time to even get 1 or 2 seconds to go
Even I was
underground.
confused about myself.
Jack.
So they're doing that.
They basically nuked Jeff from orbit to force the Jeff players to try Ultron, is what I'm thinking.
We should get going. If we're going to reminisce over the past,
Yep.
we should
If he's
find a more
going to work
suitable
similar
location.
to
Hello, Tower.
Jeff.
Yeah, well, Ultron is going to be the new movement healer. Jeff was the movement healer, but now Ultron is basically the only one that has the same autonomy that Jeff once had. Only he doesn't go through the ground; he just can hover endlessly.
To take over the family.
Hmm.
It was Hartman who killed
So I think
my
that what should you do with Launcher the Bit season
I
that
discovered the truth long
that you
after the
should
fact.
check out
I did
Ultron
indeed attack my father, and I thought he was dead.
on live and River Jeff. And if you like neither,
And even before
try
that,
looking for
if I
stuff that you would enjoy.
followed would have
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna let it get me down. I'm even gonna try the new format of Jeff and see how horrible it is, and see if I can make it work. But if not, I'll give Ultron a little bit of a dance and see if he's my proper partner.
They're beneath me.
Gonna change the infinite range spit into infinite range laser.
Yeah, a little bit
I
of
know
pew pew.
we may never agree on that point.
I don't like the voice acting though. I don't like the voice acting for Ultron. He sounds like a Jehovah's Witness, a Mormon, or a shirt salesman.
Rejected them, the more painful it became.
Like his voice acting, it doesn't sound Ultronist at all. He's just he just sounds like he's trying to sell you something. Like, you cannot do this without me. I can save you hundreds in your insurance.
As I know, I will never become like
Fucking salesman.
like Hartman. That is enough for me.
Not the ultra
Take it-
signal.
But I think that might be
Take it eventually, meme it out with a freaking skin. That would actually work. A flying salesman.
Too,
Yes.
compared to before.
That would actually work as
I
a
still disagree
skin.
with Jack's words.
I gotta admit, if they released like a door-to-door vacuum cleaner salesman suit for him, I would definitely get it.
Is right.
And then he also
Yeah.
just
Must
more
tread
vacuum
over
cleaners
thorns and
next to
through the
him.
mud. But
Yeah. A special move is called like foot in the door, where a door appears, and before they can shut it, he shoves his foot in it, and the ult goes through
Should
it.
I say thank you?
you're welcome.
What the fuck?
Come to think
And
of
Good,
it,
yeah.
we haven't talked
and
about
some of one of that
Alex and I.
one of the cosmetics pairing
was
with
just an
that
accident.
thing
Not your fault.
would just be literally
I hope you are too.
him scamming you.
On the contrary, perhaps I should be the one apologizing. I misjudged you.
But for his salesman skin to work, he definitely needs to
That everything you
scam
did was for your own
somehow.
ambitions. I thought you wanted the power to pass judgment
mean,
on all in this world like a
His,
god.
his shieldy and
I am a
heal is
god.
pretty much a scam.
I am my own god. Or you could say that in this
Yeah,
world,
Ultron,
everyone
the
is their
snake
own
oil
god.
salesman.
He's
There are
just
many things that we are
Zenyatta,
powerless
but
to, just as I said before.
area.
I am the only one who can kill me or save me.
Also, his ultimate heals him
I'm glad you
apparently,
think that
so
way.
he can survive Emma Frost ultimate.
Let's go. I still have one last thing to do. To
Which is kinda
witness
nice.
the end of Ravenlock.
And he's immune to crowd control as well.
So
Yeah,
that's
see,
a
see,
thing.
it's just like
What the
Jeff.
hell?
It's just like Jeff. They made him because Jeff's immune to crowd control. He's underground. They made Ultron to force Jeff players onto a new character.
As long as the Ravenlock family stands, I can still get back on my feet.
And I think with the lore he
Do you?
with the, I think
This
that
was never
that
about
freaking
avenging
Cerebro
my
literally
father.
had the
I don't care
archives
about
of
taking your
the
place.
powers of the other
I didn't
heroes.
come this
And
far
through it he
just to
just
kill you.
yoinked Jeff's kit away.
Right on cue.
That's what they did likely.
Why don't you take a look at
Pretty
this?
much. It's like, so Ultron's basically a metallic flying Jeff. And they're like, yes, okay, so we need to overhaul Jeff so he's not as useful so people will play him.
So, you know what would be nice? If I gave Jeff nanotech infected skin.
Are you crazy?
it says they're finally giving him like a... They're giving him a situational, useless team up with where you have to blow 2 ults, the Sharknado. But they're finally giving him a team up with Venom that would have been somewhat useful. But because they nerfed his
mid. I think that team up is mid.
Yeah,
because it isn't too good.
Oh yeah, I mean it would have, at the very least it would have been a backup. Like you could have supplemented it with the way things were with your joyful splash and like your bubbles sprinkled around the room. But now that aspect is gone, and they limited everything that you have by half too. Like you can only stay underground for 5 seconds. You only get 3 bubbles instead of 6, and you can, instead of having infinite offensive capabilities, you could fire that spit shot once every 3 seconds.
You're the one
and you can only use it 3 times.
Name.
Yep.
I never did.
What the fuck? Is that basically the quarter of his original ammo? Or is the unload speed that slow?
No, they made it so you get a...
Uncle.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they made it so instead of having like your original ammo, they made it so you only get 3 of them, and they recharge every 3 seconds, so you can bank 3 shots and then fire them back to back. But then you only get a shot back every 3 seconds. They also added the knockback aspect from the bubble to those shots and minus the damage by 5 points.
Listen,
so it does less damage too.
I don't want you or the
It's
people
not
you
even a
cherish to
knockback,
get caught up
it's
in
just
danger
knock up.
because of me.
Yeah, you can't knock people off the map. You can only just make them pop up for a second.
Yeah.
But it is because I am selfish that I also
And I'd
don't
pardon
want my
that
failures
it
to affect
can't
my
even
treasured
interrupt
companion.
shit.
It can't.
Because it's
It can't. It's the same
it's
as
a
the bubbles had
knockback.
before. Like
you
the
not
most you
make
can
the same
interrupt is
decision?
possibly a strange trying to use his portal, and that's it.
Lycon's taking care of everything outside.
Yeah.
We should go. Also, Belle, thank you.
Yeah, they did old Jeff dirty.
And I'm sorry for the whole act where I threatened you. It was the only way for Hartman
Like
to
everything
drop
that made him
everything
kingdom is
and
gone.
leave you be.
Mystery.
Yeah, so we're gonna test few
am
things.
forever
What it
indebted
can
to
interrupt. Can it interrupt Thing Zone? You probably can't even push Thing up.
No, it won't. The bubble knockback never worked on Thing, and since it's derived from the old coding of the bubble knockback, it won't affect Thing at all.
Yeah.
But at least the ultimate is still the same.
Yeah.
Because Jeff would be 100% dead if that would have been changed as well.
Yeah, they did.
After all, I could not
They did a minor change to it, but it's a positive. Jeff gets a little bit of extra health when he does his ultimate now.
And I am obligated to
And
protect
teammates are healed more in his ultimate and
You
get
still
over
have
health.
that habit of finding awkward excuses when you're embarrassed.
Yeah, so if you accidentally snag or intentionally snag some of your teammates, they get a little over shield when you spit them out.
I need to return to rest before midnight.
But I think that they're still going to use it for Kamikaze, the enemy team up with them.
I'll keep it.
Oh, definitely. Like, I'm pretty sure that Jeff has Bonsai tattooed on his dorsal fin somewhere.
And with this additional war he now gets, it's going to be slightly easier as well.
Not retain their minds and will indiscriminately
Yeah, it'll be
attack all living
unique to see how he plays. He's going to lose a ton of mobility, which is what made him such a force, is that he could zip around everywhere and force teams, apply so much pressure that teams would deviate to try to take care of him.
If a person takes
Now that aspect's going to be gone, but like I said, you never know by just reading. We got to see how it actually lands and how it plays.
Although the dormant sacrifice has
I mean,
been
you no
destroyed,
longer can just be
Dina
on
found
a
a batch of
wall,
that serum her
spinning
father
and
created
surviving.
and wants to create.
Nope, you got 5 seconds on the wall, then you pop out, and they say hello, and then they give you back shots, and you're gone.
The sacrifice.
Yep,
Hartman's
barely.
sacrifice
Hello,
core is a
Iron Man
fake.
nuke.
We don't know where the real one's gone.
The real core has always been
Or Groot
Here?
Lord Bathan's video store?
even into that.
Vivian, Do you remember when I
That could likely
suggested
happen
you
as
give
well.
that collectible to our dear proxy?
If somehow a Groot player would get annoyed, just going to wait it out and
I've met the
freaking
person who
trap
submitted
Jeff
it.
into it.
She has absolutely no connection to the Exaltists.
Guys will like play with a semi-decent Groot player. They'll make you an Iron Maiden. Like, they can make a little hut for you with their walls. If you spit the entire team into their Iron Maiden, the first time he shoots, they can't even use it like a healer cooldown, like Luna's dance, like Cloak and Dagger's ability. Yeah, everything dies as soon as you spit them into that Iron Maiden, because just all the walls smack at once, and there's no healing through it.
As agreed.
Unfortunately, finding a Groot of that caliber is very rare.
I can't believe I thought he was actually being sincere.
Since we have the
I don't
sacrifice
like
core, all we have to do now is stop
I need
Dina
to
from
learn Groot
using innocent
just
people to
to be
make more
an
sacrifices.
Yes. And we need to destroy the last batch of Landon's serum.
But now he's getting
Hopefully
nerfed,
with no
like he's
options
also
left,
getting
Dina will
smacked
give up her
a
obsession.
bit.
All right. That's the important stuff.
I don't know, I
I'm
might
going
also
to go and confirm
try
where
out
Landon's
Jeff somehow.
serum's been stashed. I'll
But thank
contact you
God for
again
me
once
that
I
at
have
least I mostly played that thing during the time I played.
Oh yeah,
During the
you're in
time I
luck.
returned.
I think the Thing, Pity, and Venom are honestly going to be the meta tanks for this season.
And I enjoy the thing and Benny.
I mean, because they're all overshield based, which is a great counter to the new piercing format that'll be hitting this season. Plus, the Thing can't be stopped by ice arrows.
Yep.
Only if he's Russian. But if you shoot at the Russian thing, you're just stupid. Give the cooldown. I always try to get it out so that the Russia didn't know, so she tries to shoot it at me. So I don't get frozen afterwards. Because
Oh yeah.
Pink is a large target. It's really hard to miss him.
Oh, speaking of that, Lonely, they also took away Jeff's most offensive team up, which is with Luna Snow,
Yep,
so you
yep,
no
I
longer
saw.
get Ice Spit, which was basically
Daily
Jeff's
playset.
nuke.
Yeah. It was slow, nuke,
I-
everything.
I usually didn't use that team up, but I was able to see it once, and yeah, I saw it, that's basically
Landon's stash should be
that's
somewhere near-
basically a zoning crutch item. That thing is basically a crutch for zoning.
Oh yeah, it'll get them. Like that team up will nuke a team so quick, and it causes them to get off tilt too. So what's the story with this white furry I'm seeing all over your screen?
Oh. What? What?
The eye patch furry I keep seeing in your story.
Oh, that's Lycon. That's a wolf, human hybrid basically. In this world, there is a lot of different hybrids, and he's basically like a maid secret service.
Oh,
I'm
what's it,
explaining
guys?
to a friend when they were hacked because yes. How many messages was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gonna make it bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Yeah. My friend today on Twitch for some reason sent 10 of exactly same messages on
But
Twitch,
yeah, if
which
it,
was a
if it-
link.
yep. If it's something If it's something very unusual of them, yeah, they are hacked.
You know what I was thinking about earlier? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I thought that this only happened in Discord.
No, it should happen for some reason.
You know what I was thinking about last night, though, Miss Daisy? The Hero X, you know, the director has that wind power. What if he caused the plane crash in order to orchestrate her ending up there?
They're trying to destroy the goods! Stop them!
Yeah, since he has the ability to control jet streams and wind.
We need to take care of the guards first.
But don't give him the powers.
Well, he said he was aspiring to be a hero. He didn't say what type, though.
Stored in this warehouse.
There's a lot of anti-heroes out there.
You're not taking anything from
here. And then there is also the reported daughter.
Hugo, get the guards first.
Who wants to be a hero?
You're watching some kind of new show together?
To be hero, yes.
You just stepped into your own grave.
Yeah, it's a bunch of. So far, it's very spread out because it jumps from the past to the future. It tells different storylines. It seems like every storyline has a nod somewhere in it to what the next storyline's going to be down the line. Like a character that seems like a background character that's mentioned or on a poster or something that later on is a part of the next story.
How crude.
Yeah, we're watching the story of
That sets the world alight.
Yeah, it does look a lot like her. The movements are very similar.
Yeah.
If she whips out the leaks, then we know.
Yep.
I really hope we're making the like the episode 9.
If those are going to be some hidden weapons, or even, yeah, if something ridiculous could happen with them, okay, I think that's ridiculous, but from the context of it, I wouldn't really wouldn't really be surprised if something ridiculous would be happen to those
It means
leaks.
Dina hasn't executed the final step of her plan.
There's likely a lot more stashed around here.
Of course, if she like picked him up and tried to use them as a weapon, the director would probably sell them on like their version of eBay, touched by the lucky one.
With Landon and Dina's concoctions combined, she may be capable of creating a sacrifice that obeys her.
Welcome.
Comes to that.
Welcome to Riot.
Far more troublesome.
How about we split up? Hugo and Lycon will
Welcome to
destroy
Riot
what remains
Games.
of the
Here we
substance
can sell
around here,
anything.
and Vivian and I will go search elsewhere.
Very well. Let's go with your plan.
Anything but bitches.
Be careful. According to Camille, she's absolutely obsessed with completing her father's diet. Let's part ways here for now. And perhaps the other manager could use EOS to guide us.
Sure. I've been feeling better these past few days, so just follow me. Although, I feel like our work's doubled. In the past, Belle and I would only ever work on the same route.
Greater power means more responsibility.
God damn it,
in
not a
any
greater
case,
power,
I'm sure the mayor would be able to
responsibility.
provide double compensation. He's a
Every
very
goddamn
generous
time.
person, after all. Right.
Why does the hierarchy of the power in the universe is always changing?
From the mayor.
Greater power comes greater payment from the
It's
mayor.
one thing with Belle being in the Hollow in person, but now with us working on separate routes, I can't help but worry even more for her safety. Oh, but I trust in your abilities. I'm just not...
You won't escape.
This is the future I saw.
I just kind of bored and I have decided to play Mystery Heroes.
This time, I will make sure the future I saw does not
I have been
come to
almost
fruition.
dominating a whole round with Mauga, and now half round with Cass.
What? Why did you just pick up a formula to turn people into sacrifices? Why? No. Bad. Bad
Oh
Vivian.
crap.
Get it out. Throw it in the trash. Right down there. Right now.
Tried to throw it on the freeway.
Leave this to me, Lord Faithful.
Oh, with the accent we should say that. Throw out the rubbish, please.
Yes. She's sort of a main character, calling from somewhere, from some kind of space. With wings. And
Zing.
no, are we getting
Oh, you know.
Ethan, there might be more serum here.
You know.
You found the sacrifice. Some of you may die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
That could be the cheap version of the Midas touch. Zing touch.
I guess they could sell it to the people or whatever they turn to zinc to battery companies.
If the battery company is made by the Chinese, we'll be happy with that.
In this day and age, it might be more powerful than the Midas touch because I think zinc might be at a higher spectrum than gold in the market.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I think human is worth way more than the zinc.
There are containers
zinc
by the
amount
fissure.
of human body.
There's got to be something inside.
What kind of calculations are we even using?
I don't know. I'm not asking ChatGPT because it will put me on the list.
Yeah, well. Can you imagine that people are collecting like homeless people to do a matrix?
Oh.
They go to ask for food, like get back in your closet, Duracell.
And you are going to get hunted by AI Darth Vader. But they are almost C9. No. Alright. Still 45 now.
It must have been tough for you to find this place. Vivian, if you had stayed out of it, I wouldn't be so eager to get rid of you. Those people have been taken to safety. You're all out of options. They're just mere test subjects. So what if they get away? There will always be people consumed by greed, and therefore, they will come willingly to
I might, if I will have time, I might want to play Stadium at one point. Because I think I still haven't played Stadium since the mid-season have released.
I have almost finished things.
Deceived? Father gave
I
hope
have
to those who had
gotten
everything
epic
taken
loot
from
box
them
and I
by
got
the
a
Hollows.
legendary skin.
Vivian, you once rejoiced at the
I
hope
got
Father
a 4
offered
skin,
you too.
oh no, Loki
Before
skin
Father
for
took you in,
Sombra.
You were no more than an
Ah,
owner
that's good.
that no one
That's a good skin.
It was
Yeah, it is.
Father who gave you shelter and a purpose for existing. Do you
And
remember
especially
the first
that's
time you
a
bestowed a
newish
blessing under
skin
Father's
still.
guidance?
So it still has value.
When that person looked at you with
decently
adoration
recent
and
shop.
gratefulness.
Or a battle pass, I forgot.
That was the first time you felt hope. Like your existence had a purpose, right? Don't forget that it was Father who, through what you call deception, gave you hope.
I think that's kind of a bad as I saw that
Basked in Father's attention and
that there are
everyone's
even
adoration.
these semi recolors that
Do you think that by leaving the Exaltus,
all the surface is a recolor
Of course
but not a direct
Those who
copy.
suffered under the hollows
To be a
will
recolor.
only continue on as walking corpses.
There's still that
without the hope
new
Father
Hanzo
gave
skin,
them.
which still
Do you
hasn't
really think you're
released.
some sort of
That's basically
savior,
one of his
Vivian?
older skins with a
In the
different hair
You're just an
and color
ungrateful
palette.
brat who brings misfortune to those around her.
That's how they
It was
did.
you who destroyed everyone.
Just a new
Not
palette and a
everyone wants to
different
live in
hair.
false hope, Dina. You say it's because of
Okay,
greed that
I
people
just
willingly
saw
become your
an
sacrifices.
Ultron Ultimate test.
Perhaps those
He
people
does not
aren't
do enough
entirely
damage to feel
virtuous.
good.
But that greed is just wanting to live a better life beyond the Hollows. What you
Or
and Landon have done was never
break
about
through
giving
his shit
people hope,
alone.
but exploiting it.
That makes
he's
sense.
lying to yourself.
You like directly hitting Groot without any
You know
walls
what
or anything.
Landon
He
did was cruel.
can't kill him.
Back then,
So,
when
the
Landon
total
wanted to
damage is
inject you
less
with the
than
serum, the fear
800
in your
or-
face was as
It's
plain as day.
700.
I
think.
saw it all clearly. If all of this
Yeah,
is
it's
as righteous
probably gonna be one of those
as
things where you are going to need the team ups with like Iron Man and stuff to make him truly viable.
with such pity, Father did nothing wrong. All of this is to make something of the
I
Hollows.
wonder if he's going to be the anchor or if Iron Man's going to be. Because you know the anchor always gets special abilities.
If I saw Iron Man's the anchor, yeah, Iron Man's the anchor because
You know what would happen if
because
a sacrifice
Ultra's getting the
loses control
Unibeam.
and escapes the Hollow.
Yeah.
It's not the Hollows that are to blame for those
That means Iron Man's going to be somewhat buffed next season too.
talking about.
Even though he's losing his Hulk ability, he's gonna.
Yeah, I think
He'll be pretty buff.
HP,
merely the
HP
necessary
and some
sacrifice
damage.
to accomplish a greater goal. No one deserves to be a sacrifice. Your hypocritical magnanimity disgusts me. I can always go and get more test subjects if they've escaped. And I will be able to replicate Father's serum with enough time. With you gone, I'll be able to complete Father's gift to the Creator and fulfill his last wish. Camille, release the failed subjects.
Release the
Lady
failed
Dina.
subjects.
Camille, are you going to do what you did before? You keep saying you'll follow the Creator, but it's all lies.
Lady Dina, the Hollows took my family from me. I understand that there's no way to get back what I've lost. It was Lord Landon who told me that the Creator would guide me. One day,
Who the hell is
Hollows will
goddamn
no
Creator?
longer be disasters. Everyone will be able to survive inside them. I look forward to the day when this
yes,
hope
Jesus
becomes
Christ
reality.
wants us to
I watched you grow up,
sacrifice
and
people
I know
if he
that
wants
you've
to experiment
always
on
looked
people.
up to your father. He gives you hope.
Doesn't sound too good, does
And
it?
I destroyed that hope with my own hands. I know the pain of loss, so I've always felt guilty. I want to atone for the hope I destroyed.
Also, it's kind of
But
funny to me,
Dina,
but it's like, ah
I
yes,
don't
so many
want
years have
to
passed.
ruin more lives.
Nobody got them
And I
aged.
don't want to continue watching you destroy yourself. Vivian is right. Not everyone wants to live in false hope. So, please, stop.
Camille, are you abandoning me too?
I'm not abandoning you. I just don't want to see you go past the point of no return.
The point of no return? I passed that point
I mean,
ages
she's right.
ago.
No,
She's
Dina.
far too gone.
You can still turn back. I'll be your way back.
Where are you going, Camille?
I made a deal with Hugo and the mayor. If someone needs to take the fall for this, let it be me. I did it. All of it. I've been forcing Landon's only daughter, Dina, to research how to create sacrifices. I colluded with the Ravenlock family for my own gain. Everything Dina did was under duress. Since I've kept her captive for so long, she doesn't have the skills to survive as an independent member of society. She'll need a caretaker and teacher. Someone who will look after her and educate her.
Right.
No! I refuse, Camille! I refuse to accept this!
Dina, I'm going to dispose of those failed subjects.
At least I feel kinda better now.
I won't allow it! You'll die! I won't
That
allow
helps a
it!
bit.
You can't
She
It
just wants
wasn't
you to have a
your
good life.
orders that I've been following. My younger sister, who was stolen from me by the Hollows, also had such beautiful red hair. When Landon told me the Creator could bring me hope, you were standing there, right behind him. I was certain, then and there, that this was the hope the Creator had given me. Start over, Dina. You still have so long, so much time. You'll make friends, find people who love you, and make many beautiful memories.
She probably just gonna be evil.
That's not what I want! Camille, you're not allowed to die! I won't allow it! I won't allow it!
Goodbye, Dina. And I'm sorry, Vivian. I'll leave the rest to you.
Oh, why everyone gonna die? I mean, in Honkai, everyone is dying, sacrificing themselves here. Also
These
death.
ethereals first.
But Mafia. So funny.
We can't
If you ever seen the zombie show The Walking Dead, they might as well call it Don't Get Attached to Any of the Characters. Everyone just seems to die.
You should only get attached to them towards the very end. But there isn't an end. So it's a whatever.
I mean, you can only get attached to like the main characters because they ain't going
Let's go
anywhere.
after Dina, Lord Phaethon.
You would think, but surprise, surprise.
They must be on the other side of the fissure.
I mean, at least in this game you can. And in Honkai as well, because we have died multiple times now. And be fine. She's a boss.
So OP God. So OP God on the way.
Are you satisfied now, Vivian? You were the one who brought yourself to this point.
You're saying this is all my fault. Losing my
Yeah,
father.
she's blaming everyone else
Camille.
except her. Hey,
I wish you had never come into my life. At first, when father brought you home, I was happy. There are so many Exaltists, yet father never allowed me to get too close with any of them. I never had any friends either. But when father brought you back, he told me to take good care of you, that you were my first friend. I was also so happy the first time you took my place in helping father select a person to receive the blessing, because it meant you were different from all those other people.
Have you heard the voice line for Ultron where he's talking to Loki about his most hated Avenger?
I grew jealous.
Yeah, he really hates Spider-Man.
Oh crap. Oh
I
crap.
took father's love from
Beauty
me.
Yeah,
God.
pretty sure the vast amount of Marvel players are in agreement with it. We're like, okay, this guy's pretty awesome.
But, Vivian, jealousy is
Just
something
because
you
with the
cannot
direction they
control.
say that they hate Hulk.
The same goes for fear and hatred.
No,
I
he
was
doesn't
terrified
hate Hulk.
that one
He
day
doesn't- he didn't
you
even
would look
mention
at
him.
me and shed tears.
Neither did
I
Loki.
knew if that day ever came,
Loki
father
mentioned Hank
would
Pym
not
and Iron Man.
hesitate to force the blessing
And Thor.
upon me. And when that day did come, I hated you for causing my father's death.
But you know the memes. It's
You
Hulk.
knew everything about what happened back then, so why are you still defending Landon? And why didn't you tell me back then?
But
if I had
I'll
known
turn
earlier,
on
maybe
Bucky
I
at
could
you.
have found a way.
Because it's the only thing that makes me more
At
special
least.
than you, no? It proves I had father's trust. I was more useful to him. Vivian, you said you wandered without
Yeah, at
a
least they
home
commit murder,
ever
but
since you were
it's
young,
okay.
hated by
Everything's
anyone
okay.
you encountered.
Yeah,
You were
and
happy to gain recognition
also
from
Ultron
everyone
roasted
and help
the
father
Captain
when
America.
you were among the Exaltists. But in the end, you discovered you were being used, so you felt betrayed and hurt.
No,
Hmm.
man.
What about me? All I ever had
Did you say betrayed
was my
or did you say
father.
betrayed?
I've never known a life outside of the
Wait.
Exaltists. Ever
I don't
since I
understand.
was young,
She
My
could be
only
like a
purpose
main
was to help
character.
Father select who was to be blessed. The only purpose I had was my father and the Exaltists. I've never been taught anything else, Vivian. It is what little value I have, and have ever had. In the end, you took even that from me, and completely destroyed it. You think you're doing good and fighting evil. You've only managed to affect a small part of your world. But have you ever wondered if maybe that's all there is to my world?
I never wanted to hurt you. You were also my first friend. And that's why I wanted to save you back then.
Save me? You and Camille all talk about saving me. Why don't you understand? To me, loss is so
Maybe
much
quite
more
interesting.
painful than death.
With something.
You can start over. Everything Camille did was so you could live on.
At least my week could be chill.
There are so
Because
many
I think
amazing
I'm
places
still
in
not
Nueru.
going to go to school tomorrow.
I'll take care of you.
But depending on the situation, I could
I'm
could
sure
go
they'll love you
into there on Thursday.
Vivian, I can't.
But at least
Can't forgive you. And I don't want to forgive
But
you.
at least I'm going to
I have no
watch
I
a.
still have to go to
If
my
what little
classes.
hatred I do still harbor.
At least I will watch a Terminator 2
Well,
reshoot with my dad
refuse
on
to be
Thursday.
So pitiful. I won't.
We already did rewatch the reshoot of the original somewhere. No, not reshoot.
I don't want
Retake
to
or
hate myself,
what's that called?
so I can only hate you for killing
Don't really know the exact word for it.
and hate Camille for leaving me. That's just the kind of person I am.
Sorry, what was that?
Hateful and despicable. I refuse to owe anyone anything. I refuse to.
Sorry, I had to break up a little cat spat. What was that you were saying?
No
I
problem.
will
So,
keep hating you. I will take all who are precious to you.
so at some smaller seminars are
Do as she wished and
God damn it, I can't speak.
He's gonna watch
So
Terminator 2.
at some smaller places they are basically airing some quite old movies
She was my first friend.
on
going to bed
the
her
screens. And one of them nowadays is the second Terminator movie.
Oh, nice.
And in this format I have watched the first one already a few months back.
But you're gonna really enjoy the second one. It's just, I mean,
I know.
it's beautiful.
I know. I have watched that multiple times already.
Ah, good, good. There's a theater here that does that. Our original, like, up-to-date theater closed down, but there's one that's like front back from the 50s and only has one room. And it previews and showcases older movies for just $1.
Oh damn!
That's a deal. That's a good deal.
Yeah, just go in. They alternate and rotate what it's gonna be. They'll even put up a push poll of certain movies to what people want to see next. I gotta say, it was wonderful going in and seeing The Princess Bride on a movie theater.
But some things still don't change. So popcorn is still about $40.
Nah, it's an older theater, so it's honestly not too bad. Like, I think they're doing it mostly as just a gift to the community, because their large popcorn is only $3.
Oh, that's a ridiculously good deal. That's a good deal.
Yeah, they sell sodas for like $1.50 each, really large ones.
So basically, you can go there with someone for only $10. That's a very good deal.
Oh yeah, I mean it's all older movies and stuff, but it's very nostalgic and it's pretty good if you want to take somebody special to you up there and see what's playing, see what they got to offer. Since there's only one theater, it usually rotates weekly on what they'll be showing. Sometimes they do like, well, they'll show different movies at different times. Like they'll have something like Weekend at Bernie's and one of the older Superman movies in the midday, and then something like Fern Gully in the afternoon. So it can alternate pretty frequently. During Christmas, they had the Jim Carrey Grinch.
That's a good time. That's a good timing for that. Oh damn.
Yeah, they had that playing, and in about later in the afternoon, they had Frozen playing.
Like this, but I don't want to be the one that only brings misfortune anymore.
No, please. No.
It's so warm, and the night is beautiful.
Vivian? No.
No, it's time to activate the powers, apparently. What are we gonna do? Oh, sure. Oh.
Cure cancer. Robot cancer.
Yar.
Yeah, something like that. It's a corruption, but yeah, it just turns you into a monster.
Belle, you're scaring me. Belle, I'm so glad you're awake.
What happened? I remember Vivian and I... Wait, where's Vivian? She injected herself with Landon's serum!
Hugo and Lycon brought you out of the hollow. You were in a coma and... I'm so glad you're safe. And you said Vivian used the serum on herself? But she looked fine to me, barring a couple of scratches. Hugo sent a message earlier saying he got her checked over, and she was alright. Can you recall what happened?
The situation was dire, so Vivian used the serum on
There you
herself
go. I posted a picture of the little theater we have that's like next to our town square that does all those like cheap movies and older movies and stuff.
At the time, all I was thinking about was
Oh,
wanting
yeah,
to remove
looks
the
old.
crystals from Vivian.
Very nice.
I don't even know what I did.
Oh yeah, it is. It's
But
from like the
then I passed
50s.
out, I guess. What happened after that?
When I led Hugo and Lycon
Red
there,
vintage.
it was just you and Vivian lying on the ground. We didn't see anything else. Never mind that for now.
Yeah, during Christmas they actually have somebody that's
feel
in
any
full
discomfort?
body makeup and outfit, dresses the Grinch when they're playing the Grinch movie.
For tonight, just get some rest.
That's awesome.
Hugo and
Trying to
Vivian
find a
said they'll
picture
come
of
over
that. I know they
What
got
a
it
good
up
marketing.
somewhere.
Discuss everything then.
That's a good marketing move.
Okay. Good night.
But at least it wasn't something
How are you feeling? No headaches? Like
very overused.
appetite?
At least that.
Vivian?
I was just so worried. Sorry.
Because at least it isn't Home Alone for the 69 quadrillionth time.
What happened this time was
That-
all my fault.
You only
That
became
is
material to
getting-
defeat Dina. If it weren't
That
for you,
always
neither
is
of us would have made it out
everywhere,
alive.
at every Christmas.
So, what happened? Belle said she saw the crystallization process start.
Even times
I
when
didn't
it's
see anything through EOS.
ridiculously
Lycon.
just
Either of you guys see
overstimulated.
anything strange?
I did guess
Allow me
just
to explain. Miss Vivian told us what happened after she awoke. and
Oh,
we
yeah, the Home Alone
ordered a
movies.
checkup for her. Based on the results, Miss Vivian indeed shows
always the
mild
bad that-
corruption sequela. But if the
that
crystallization process
if there's
had already
something
started,
in
lingering
pop
effects would be
culture
far
which is
more
very
severe.
popular
To be precise, if the process had already
around the
reached point
holiday,
of mass surface
that
crystallization,
can get very
it should have taken
stimulated
no time at all to
all
become
the
an
time.
ethereal. So, The mayor theorizes that it was the etheric
I think
energy
last
within
year,
Foxy's body
last year they actually had the
Vivian's
Christmas
condition
story
and
playing at that
surrounding
theater
etheric
a few days.
causing Vivian's corruption to recede.
Have you seen that one with like Ralphie and the you shoot your eye out, the BB gun and all that?
Etheric particles inside the body and in the surrounding
I
environment.
think I haven't even heard about it.
No,
It's not necessarily irreversible.
It's a classic Christmas movie. Yeah, really popular. It's called The Christmas Story.
I didn't know I had this ability. How's it even possible for me to influence other people's etheric particles?
About a little blonde
That
kid
makes
that
it
wears
sound like
very
I can
thick
manipulate
black
etheric energy at will.
framed glasses that wants a
Master
BB gun
Proxy,
for Christmas.
You are special. This is a gift your teacher left you.
Our teacher? So this has to do with her?
I don't know all the details, so I cannot explain everything to you.
yes, our character is
My
going to become
apologies.
God.
However,
Slowly.
Miss Yixuan might be able to answer some of your questions. She will visit you sometime soon, so please feel free to ask
So
her any
instantly.
questions you may have.
Yeah, it's
She
always
has
first to
quite
fight
an
the bandit.
eccentric personality.
The next step you
If she
take
causes
is
you any
defeating God.
inconvenience,
It's always
If
with
she causes
RPGs.
trouble, can I file a complaint about her to you?
Master Proxy.
Yeah, you start off
You
killing
have
rats
always
in the
been a
cellar, and by the
person.
end of it, you're killing
I
like a
trust you will
pantheon of
handle things
gods.
just fine.
Killing all Kratos.
That just makes me more worried.
In any case, the mayor has asked me to give everyone his most sincere gratitude. Unfortunately, the mayor could not come personally, but has promised
Yeah, and
everyone a
Funka,
favor.
it's basically as
Provided
well.
it's within his means, he will offer his unconditional
The
assistance
current boss is
once.
kind of
There is no
annihilator,
time limit on this favor.
destroyer or something, I don't know. But then
Unconditional.
it turned out that
hmm.
thing was like nothing.
What if I wanted his position as mayor?
If that is what you desire, then the mayor and his subordinates will be first in line to vote for you in the next election. As for the other votes, you'll have to work for them on your own. But should you assume office, I hope you take full responsibility for handling all day-to-day matters and lead by example. By sheer happenstance, the mayor has provided you with a copy of his current assignment, the City Waste Sorting and Processing proposal.
Old fox.
Well,
The mayor imagined, you might ask. I have prepared all the necessary documents, and the ceremony expenses will be covered by the mayor as a gift. As long as Master Proxy agrees, we can sign and process the documents immediately. But this matter requires mutual consent and cannot involve coercion, confinement, or one party's lack of consciousness.
stop! I would never do that to Lord Phaethon!
Are we getting married? She tries to ask us to get married.
As for you, Master Proxies, the
Damn.
mayor has some sense of what you desire. That said, he hopes you might speak with Miss Yixuan first before you decide the timing of that favor.
Damn. The mayor is all knowing now, huh? We don't even know who it is. Dun, dun. I feel like I'm pretty close to the end, because... Or maybe not, because I haven't seen the dialogue with that character, and I think people already showing pictures of it long ago, so yeah. Oh. No. Okay. He's just filling them out, okay. Yep, I'm done, James.
Huzzah.
Now this story was much shorter than Honkai. But there's still something to talk to him about, I guess. Talk to his brother. Oh yeah, we're still getting to talk to her, I guess. There's some side content. Look at the wolf. Telling things. Probably on stream it will be a bit delayed.
I did not expect that such a spiritual entity would exist here. It appears this street is a geomantic gem.
A spiritual entity? His name is Howl, and I guess you could say he's a neighbor of mine. Is there something special about him?
No, I was simply a bit surprised. It's rare to find such an intelligent individual of this breed.
Even huskies can be really smart. Howl is proof.
You're right. Yet, being overly intelligent comes at a price. It must stay here for prolonged periods of time, parted from its owner and unable to move about freely. Both a blessing and a curse. However, it seems quite happy. We've strayed a bit off topic. Since you're back, let's discuss our partnership. Nice job. Good air circulation, excellent layout. Very suitable for a business. Your bamboo here are also very energetic. It seems your fortune is good when it comes to wealth.
Didn't expect you to understand feng shui.
She's all
Thank you for your
talking
blessings.
about aura.
But who exactly are you?
I suppose this is our first
Yeah,
official
the,
meeting since parting ways in the Hollow.
The next
Now
group
that
that
both of
we
you are
get rid of
present,
characters
allow
is
me to
like some
reintroduce myself.
martial art Chinese.
My name is Yi Xuan, a mystic from
They're
Yunhui Summit.
giving Kung Fu Panda.
Wait, mystic? Like those people in movies who can tell your fortune and go around blessing people?
Yeah, Pandaran seem to weasel their way into everything.
But what's Yunhui Summit?
Just an ordinary sect of the mystic arts. Our disciples travel all across New Eridu and sometimes collaborate with authorities. Currently, I'm affiliated with the Hollow Investigative Association. Right now, however, I'm here to discuss a partnership in the name of the Mayflowers.
In the name of the law.
So, what sort of
in the
partnership
name
are we
of
talking
the-
about?
I have reviewed the documents
Yeah,
provided
no,
by the
name
Mayflowers. You previously
Name of
underwent an implant
FBI.
surgery. After recent adjustments, abnormalities occurred.
It's kind of bored.
These abnormalities
Yes.
bear resemblance to the
So
craft
only
practiced by
side
us at Yunhui
quests,
Summit.
it seems
If you
like.
are willing, I can teach you how to better control your
I
abilities.
told one of my
To better control my
one of my
abilities.
guildmates' girlfriend is
sounds
really
great,
short compared to him.
there's
I
no
told him he
such
needs
thing
to
as
stop
free
making the jokes or she's gonna
Since
leave
you're
him.
willing to teach
He
us
said he
how to
handed
do
her a bowl of cold
want
ramen and asked her to wave,
right?
and she said, "What's this about?" He says, "I'm trying to
Mayflower
use
will
the
have you join me
microwave."
For some investigations. Looking at my divination results, this will be a complicated and very likely dangerous
That
one.
isn't.
He's still
That
going
is
over the
good.
details.
It's
but I should have
bad.
more information
That
for you
is
soon.
so
You can wait
bad.
until then to decide.
Yeah, poor girl.
Burp.
She's like 4'9".
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Bet you the guy is somewhere around 5'8" or
You just
somewhere
guessed
between
his exact
5'8" or
height.
6.2.
That he is 5'8". You just guessed his exact height.
Oh crap!
He's not even tall.
Please help me check my fortune.
It's like seeing
Here's
Groot
my
and Rocket walk around together.
Doesn't this big wealth line mean I'm about to strike it rich?
I've looked
I
it
don't even
over,
know
and
what
your
how
fortune
many
is decent.
190 centimeters is in foot,
Looked at it, and you're already done?
You have good fortune.
but it should be quite
Well,
big.
You don't believe me?
I do. Thanks.
Next, it's my turn. Hey, wait, hey,
We
quit
have
trying
already
in
seen this
line.
character today.
So, this is where you were. Who
This
were all
character
these
model has
people?
already been used.
You're here, Belle?
I haven't
decided
really
to take a break. I didn't
known
expect so many
that
people
many
to come seeking
guys
my divination services. Don't worry, I need no more than
who
a
were
single
above
spell
2
to
meter
solve
in
this matter.
height.
Yeah, 5'8" converted to
Fortune-telling
centimeters would be
services is
172.72 centimeters.
Good. It seems
For
the
a guy
banish
that's
wealth
still
and
quite
desire
short.
spell is still effective.
Not that
Oh,
much
yes,
shorter.
he's still tall. Not too short, but
Banish wealth and desire.
for the
That's,
average European guy, you know,
This
that's
isn't
kinda
the
short.
Kind of craft you
Yeah.
said you were going to teach us, is it? Our video store has a business license, and we'd get
I
complaints
feel you,
if we
like,
charged unfair
My,
rates.
my great
Of course
grandfather.
not.
was
This is just a trick to
7'2".
deal with trouble.
I'm
I'll take my
I'm
time
not
to show you the true craft of
195
my place
centimeters, which is
For now.
6'5", and that guy made me feel like I was a little thing.
Damn, Makita's made real issues with neck looking that high up.
It was awesome seeing him come out of his house, though. His house was built in, like, the 1940s, when everybody was much shorter. It was like seeing a cave troll come out of his lair. He'd have to, like, bend down almost to his belt buckle to slide out of his back door.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, that's funny, yeah.
He's a pretty kind guy. He kept a lot of... He was a beekeeper.
Beekeeping. Housekeeping.
Well, I guess his wife said that he's a keeper.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's not one of my best, but anyways.
I wonder if he ever got confused when she said honey, if she was, like, demanding or calling him by a sweet name.
True. Imagine having
The store is right up ahead.
last name home. And you're like, honey, I'm home. Yes, I know you
this
are.
is the place.
Fuck. It's always better if you have a name which you can make a joke about.
This is the one.
My joke's
Seems it's
stupid,
closed.
but at least it's not
Another wasted
microwave.
Not necessarily.
Very true.
1 second.
That was
please.
like a mixture of a dad joke and a soon-to-be single joke.
Yeah.
Huh? Is there someone inside?
Relax. The boss prefers to do
Because it
business
didn't
with
help. I
people
don't know
they
if he had a headset on or what.
So they
But I'm sure it
won't
didn't
offend
help when the
customers.
raid exploded
I'm
when
an
you
old
better get some
acquaintance
shin
and
guards
just
to
wanted
protect
retrieve
yourself.
something.
What a strange private business.
Just some things needed for our future investigations.
Yes.
You'll know in
The
time.
VTubers, when you tell them to be a short.
Really?
I'm gonna bite your ankles.
Rest assured, I'm not hiding anything from you. It's simply because the correct time has not yet arrived, so there is no need to rush. Since we've already obtained what we came
I mean, it's
for,
definitely
let's part ways here.
too simple
There will
to
be plenty of time
to
in the
use
future.
those
We will certainly
to use
meet
those
again.
to use those things on a tall guy. But I think it's mostly only the face, so it likely doesn't even matter. But but likely only if that guy somehow has a very above average head size.
Yeah.
But
And
that's hardly even possible. That someone would have a head that big.
Yeah, oddly enough, if somebody takes steroids, like their head starts getting much bigger.
yeah, the brain gets smaller.
Bubble head.
Among other things.
For Funko Pop.
I remember when I went to a high school football game once, I thought that the opposing team's cheerleader squad was just really, really small with an average sized cheerleader. It was just distance. I got in close. All the other cheerleaders were average size, and the one that was in the middle was 6 foot.
The shortest. Oh no, the tallest.
Yeah, 203 centimeters.
Damn.
Yeah, but she was proportioned regularly. Like she looked like just an average girl at a distance, and you get up, and the closer you get to her, the more you gotta look up.
Yeah, that is fun. Also, in this game, you can adopt a cat. I adopted this one. Named
I approve of
her
this game.
Mittens.
That looks like Kit Kat, which happens to be right at my side right now. I said his name, and he appeared out of nowhere in a split of an instance.
They have godlike powers.
With teleportation. But,
I wouldn't
well,
doubt it. Cats could probably control the universe, but they just don't want to.
Yep.
But that would require effort and work. Clean my box.
Yeah.
Uh,
They don't want to go over 5% of their power.
They're like the Shaggies of the animal world.
well, it seems that there is nothing here to do. There is no side content.
You guys ever hear how the last pharaoh of the Egyptian dynasty fell?
No.
Well, they back then, bad mouthing, defacing an image, or hurting a cat was considered sacrilege, and would get you killed. Well, the enemy army figured that out, so they painted cats on all of their shields and released 2,000 wild cats onto the battlefield when they attacked. So they wouldn't hit their shields, they weren't able to fire arrows because of the numerous cats that were on the battlefield, and they basically got steamrolled, and that's how Egypt fell.
Ah, yes. That's quite...
Over them puss. Over it.
I mean, it always happens that enemy exploits your weakness.
They're just exploiting the meta.
Definitely, you remove slings and arrows from one of those fights, and yeah, you're pretty much boned. While the enemy's like spraying you with arrows, you can't fire back.
Yep. Damn. I bet we cursed the nerf in the latest update. The cat nerf.
That's like Squirrel Girl's ult is only cat stampede. Go forth, my legion of felines, and earn me victory.
But it's like the cat stampede is way worse than squirrel stampede because they don't go after enemies. They go where they feel like going.
Yeah, it's like a cluster bomb or a grenade of furriness. Just the shrapnel goes everywhere.
Yeah. And they leave furballs on the ground. You just have to walk among them. I guess I'm done with stream for today.
And you know, fireballs as currency. That whoever gets the most in a match gets a bonus.
Not the currency. Damn it. Well, thank you for watching. See you all tomorrow. Bye bye.